Hello everyone, welcome back to another live stream here on Cluiche with me, Seamus Brady. I know it already says 1-0 to Armagh in this live stream. Had a couple of technical issues, all sorted on that front. You're very welcome back to another live stream here on Cluiche with me, Seamus Brady. So, of course, if you haven't checked out the live stream of the Kerry versus Tyrone game, I was lucky enough to be joined by the Gaelic Statsman, Matthew Hurley. We watched the Kerry versus Tyrone game. The absolute slaughter that happened in the second half. Kerry looking damn good in that game, no doubt about that. This game hopefully will be a lot closer. Early score by Aidan Forker has Armagh ahead. So this is Jack McCarron now from Monaghan. On his left boot, he's absolutely boomed it into the air. And it is wide, unfortunately, from a Monaghan perspective. But anyone watching, guys, if at any point you have any good points or you want to ask any questions to us on the live stream here, we could have Matthew joining us again on this live stream here. If at any point you do have questions, fire away with them. So Armagh passing the ball around the back here. Aidan Forker, the man who got the first point of the game, putting Armagh into the lead. Rory Grugan. Ethan Rafferty now. Of course, in goal, it'll be very interesting to see how the goalkeepers actually match up. Of course, Ethan Rafferty on the Armagh side, Rory Beggan on the Monaghan side. Rory Grugan to James McElroy to Ethan Rafferty again. I have said Armagh to win this game. I wouldn't be surprised if Monaghan take it, though. Of course, I predicted Tyrone to win against Kerry, so not sure how much I back my own predictions now at this stage. Rafferty's driving through the heart of the Monaghan team here, lays it off. And that shot fell short. It was Greg McCabe who took on the shot. Rory Beggan equal to it. Monaghan now playing out from the back. Switches it across to Connor Boyle. Now Killian Lavelle. Really fond of Killian Lavelle. I think he's an absolutely outstanding midfielder. Serious potential with him as well. He could get even better. Especially Monaghan needs someone like that to step up when you've got the likes of Darren Hughes starting to hit the twilight of his career. And this is it. This is a massive opportunity for Darren Hughes, Conor McManus to get back into an All-Ireland semi-final, potentially go further than that. Armagh, of course, nobody on this pitch for Armagh has been in an All-Ireland semi-final before. The last time they were there was 2005. The shot by Conor McCarthy is good. Conor McCarthy, of course, switched to left half back under Vinnie Corey, hit the winner against Kildare. Stylishly kicks that one over with his left foot to level it up at 1 point apiece. Predictions, guys. What are we thinking? Anybody watching, if they want to throw me predictions? I've said Armagh by the narrowest of margins. I wouldn't be surprised if Monaghan take it, though. So that's definitely a foul by Ben Creeley on Carl O'Connell. O'Connell this year has been absolutely fantastic. I genuinely think Carl O'Connell should be up for an All-Star at the end of the year, at least nominated. He's been absolutely magnificent, particularly in the bad games for Monaghan. He's always been the one leading the charge. And Ben Creeley can't really have too many complaints. He went in studs up while an opponent was picking up the ball. Yellow card for Ben Creeley, and a very early yellow card in a game that I expect to be very competitive. Him getting a yellow card that early in the game isn't good. O'Connell shook up, and look, it's been a tense enough start to the game. Armagh got the first point within seconds, and then immediately we're back on the attack again. And I was thinking, God, Armagh are really exploding into this game. It's quietened down a lot since then, and I'm delighted to say that I'm joined by Matthew Hurley, Gaelic Statsman. Matthew, I nearly did it again. I nearly called you the GA Statsman. I just said it there again, but getting used to the whole names thing and everything.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I nearly called myself that name on my stream the other night. Yeah, but it takes some getting used to.
Oh, it does. Me and Luke did a stream there the other day, and it was only afterwards that I asked Luke. I said, "Did I say play on GA there? Or did I say on Cluiche?" And he was, I don't know. And sure enough, went back and had a look, and sure enough, I'd said play on GA subconsciously. But yeah, no, thanks for joining us again, Matthew, on this stream. Good to have you back.
Yeah, thanks very much. I just got mentioned in a tweet there from Live Score Kiri saying, Matthew Hurley, Aaron Prendergast, Shane Hannon, what do you think of that with the Kerry results? So thank God for yourself, Seamus. You didn't get tagged in that, but it got
Yeah,
42.
I took out. Who is it that tagged you in it?
Live Score Kiri, they're on Twitter.
Okay. I wouldn't use Twitter much at all, to be honest.
Yeah,
Probably should.
But yeah, they tagged me in Aaron any minute, and
no, that's the resolution. Start using Twitter a bit more. Shot in here from Jack McCarran. What a score! That wasn't Jack McCarran. It was McCarran. What a score that was! Yeah, fantastic point. Are we on the same time? I
think I'm ahead this time. So,
interesting. Yeah. I felt like the last with the. All right, I'll hit the live button here.
Yeah, you're gonna go ahead now. It's
nothing. Yeah, no, I'm in normal time. I tried to go 10 seconds ahead and wouldn't do it.
Monaghan just conceded a free, so they're on 65 here on that.
Yeah. Charlie Oak standing on the ball. It was obvious as well. Charlie Oak wearing number 24 was like, did anybody really think Charlie Oak wasn't going to start for Armagh? Why even bother with that?
Yeah, exactly. I thought he'd start as well, but Conor Turbot being out, that's a bit of a surprise. As Armagh launch a ball in, and just beg and get it out. Ooh. He's under pressure. Armagh. Monaghan made a mess of that. Freeing.
They really did make a mess out of that.
Yes, yeah.
Do you know what though? Like when the ball bounces around in the box like that, it's so dangerous.
It is, yeah. Jeez, like even begging now. It's like he's waiting for someone to pick it up, and he doesn't pick it up, and then Mackin and Rian O'Neill surround him, and and end up conceding free out of it. Will Rian convert it?
Bit of a potential hot take, but did Rian O'Neill try to catch that the wrong way? He put his hand out like that.
Yeah.
Had he tried to chest catch it, mate? I don't know. Look, it's all heat at the moment. Like, he has hit the post with that free.
But Monaghan have conceded another one.
For God's sake, yeah. I don't know, man. It was the same thing. I was, for anybody watching, we were expecting Kerry Tyrone to be a cracker. It didn't, but we're low-key expecting this one to be a cracker. Particularly, I'm expecting the last 10 minutes of this game to be frantic.
Yeah. But to be fair, 3 points in the first 14 minutes, it isn't necessarily a cracker, but it will be intense. It will be tight.
It will be intense. The last 10 minutes will be edge of the seat stuff, no doubt about it, in my opinion.
Rian surely got this, he has. Yeah.
Kicked it extremely high. I don't really understand why players like doing that. Like, whenever I play, if I get a free in close to the goal, I'm a fan of just lashing it over the bar quite low.
Yeah.
Don't let the wing get at it, like.
Exactly. You don't want to take that risk either. You know, that's.
Ryan McInnesby. Having him back in the team is huge for Monaghan. Oh, they're lucky there. Because Roy Began came out. Ryan McInnesby got turned over. Referee called it a free.
Yeah, it's
lucky there. Frantic. It's frantic enough, and I feel like it is the type of game that, like, two teams that don't get to the semi-final too often, that serves to make a really intense quarter-final.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you remember one of the best All-Ireland semi-finals I watched was down Kildare in 2010?
Gary Mohan did well there. Good score. Very
nice. Yeah, shot off the post. Gary Mohan in quickest to respond. Monaghan, for the third time, have taken the lead.
3 different scores too, Seamus. They've started well.
And the other thing is as well is that Jack McCarron is looking like he's on it today.
Yeah, he is. Oh, the ref spotted something here. It's Conor Lane, the referee.
Conor Lane, yeah. Oh, he's gone straight to the book. We could be about to see something here.
Here we go. I don't think he's happy with it. Here we go.
Did he stand on his hand or something? What? I don't know.
I don't know what happened. Did he put him in a headlock? It's a yellow card anyway for Farker.
Bit weird because from the replay that I'd seen, it was Mohan was tackling him to the ground.
Yeah, that's the thing, yeah. But that's 2 yellow cards now for our man, so he's
already,
17. Yeah.
Well, what have they got to be from the last game? 11, was it?
11 and 2 red cards, yeah. Oh, here's our man. Here they come.
Oh,
brilliant tackle.
Shouldn't have dropped that.
Tackle. Ryan Wiley.
Brilliant tackle.
And Monaghan on the counter attack now.
That was just pure experience there from Ryan Wiley.
It was, yeah. But Armagh have now turned it over. Brilliant from Jardy O'Burns. And he's won a free. It's frantic, right? Definitely is.
Oh, no doubt about it. It's frantic. Charlie Og is made out of different stuff. Like, the fella's a tank.
He is, yeah.
Okay, what's it? High ball.
I was just seeing there on the tweet. I replied to that tweet from Lois Scorkiri. Apologies to Kerry fans' exceptional performance. Tyrone, meanwhile, ... And then the Scorkiri fella says, good pundit in fairness. So at least I got something there.
There you go. So you got a bit of love in the end.
Yeah. Just a bit of banter, you know, Twitter banter.
Exactly. Exactly.
Did Monaghan get a yellow card?
I'm usually not one. I'm usually the type that, like, when I'm not posting something, I'm not even on my phone. So once I would post, then I just throw the phone away.
Yeah.
Until it's time to post again.
Exactly. That's probably the right way to go about things.
Genuinely, like, I see, like, you in particular, like, what, four posts a day the odd time? Like, not how you do it.
But geez,
like,
you know,
off the phone a lot. But Armagh attacking here. Rian O'Neill. He's been picked up by Killian Liddell. That's interesting. Free into Armagh. Yeah, this would be Rian O'Neill.
Both referees today have actually let the game flow really well.
Yeah.
I will say that. Like, even Conor Lane there, he could have blown it up for the Rian O'Neill foul. He didn't. Blew it up for the Jardy O'Burns he had to in the end. But it's good advantage play, in fairness.
I think Jarly's lucky there. Looking at the replay, he dropped the ball, and then the Monaghan fella came through. I've already changed the score because I know Rian O'Neill's going to get it.
Yeah, and he's 2 points.
3 each. It's a very interesting start. It's a very much like they're both feeling each other out type. But Aaron used a great quote for the Derry Cork game. He said, if this was a boxing match, it would be a decision. And I think it has that element to it at the start. They're both, like, trying to suss each other out, I think.
Possibly, yeah.
You have to remember, at the start of the year, like, Armagh beat Monaghan in the league quite comfortably.
They did, yeah, in fairness. But
then Monaghan went on to survive and Armagh got relegated. So, hard to tell.
They're evenly matched sides. They definitely are, in fairness. But then again, you say the league, Tyrone finished ahead of Kerry in the league. And look what happened.
Yeah. Do you know the whole thing about Monaghan staying in Division 1? Do you think they'll ever get relegated from Division 1?
Kerry, is it?
No, Monaghan. Lovely score.
It's a good score from Andrew Monaghan. Yeah, it's a difficult one. You think they'll come up next year.
Class players, like.
There is, yeah. But when you look at the teams coming up next year, Derry and Dublin, like, they're here to stay in Division 1. So you'd wonder about them. But then you look at Tyrone today, they look a busted flush, Seamus. Yeah. They look well off it. And Monaghan beat Tyrone, let's not forget.
Be interesting to see how Ross Coleman get on as well. Second season in Division 1.
Yeah.
Can they do it again?
What do you think? Was it just out of last Saturday as a matter of interest, do you think it was Roscommon doing a usual Roscommon thing to do, or was it Cork just showing such intensity to win that game?
I thought Cork were on it from get-go. I thought like the tackles, like the work rate of Sean Powder, Rory Dean, like they covered every blade of grass. Maddie Taylor as well.
Mm.
I was hugely impressed, but I do think that Roscommon will look at that and think that's twice now where we've been talked up as dark horses for the All-Ireland and then not even made the quarterfinals.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like Roscommon, I think would be kicking themselves, and they were so disappointed coming out of Parky Heave now last week.
Yeah,
but
it is one of those things that like they're yet since they've had all these players like Enda Smith, Jim Murta, etc. They've had a standing team, few Connacht titles in there. Is that they're yet to get that win in Croke Park?
yeah,
They're yet to get that one, the one where you sit up and you're like, oh, okay, you've broken through the glass ceiling. Because I was saying that Cork, even though Cork, I'd argue the last 10 years for Cork football has been as rough as you could have imagined, especially post All Ireland. And yet Cork have been to a semi-final more recently than Roscommon.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't know, does that like Roscommon? They're just not big. A big county team in general. As Monaghan hit another score. It's a brilliant score for Gary Mohan.
Lovely. Mohan's on it. I tell you, Gary Mohan looks gas. It's gas how different Gary Mohan seems without the big hair.
Yeah, exactly. He looks a beast of a player, though.
Oh yeah.
Mohan.
It was like John. It reminded me of. Do you remember? I remember when I was younger. Do you remember when Lukaku went out on loan to West Brom, and he had the big hair at West Brom, and then eventually, I think he still had it when he went to Everton, but then he shaved it, and I was like, "You're just not as cool anymore." like, like the big hair like made him stick out even more, like as like kind of bit of an iconic look.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But no, but who else? No, I think it was Fellaini one year when he shaved off the afro.
Oh
Remember that?
yeah. Strange. What do you think? What's your favorite GA hairstyle? Like iconic hairstyle. Reno O'Neill's on the free here for Armagh. 23 minutes on.
Would you think this is a curler? Brilliant. Reno O'Neill.
Fantastic.
Best haircut.
That's just a brilliant free kick by Reno O'Neill. Like the technique there was fantastic.
Thinking back to your previous question, best GA haircut.
I think you have to look at Owen Mulligan's bleached hair. That has to be right up there.
Possibly, yeah.
Conor Mortimer.
Yeah. And geez, he looks so different now. If you've seen Conor Mortimer now, wow.
Has he got like brown hair now? Like just
brown hair, yeah. He's a pundit on the J Matt podcast, so like I've been on a few episodes with him. So I think he looks way different now than he did back then.
The bleached hair as well. Like it was a thing in the mid 2000s. There was one thing where I think it was like a few teams have done that. Like I think it was one team went to the World Cup where they all bleached the hair.
Romania, that was it.
Romania, yeah. And then Charles Oliveira, the UFC fighter, him and his entire coaching team all bleached the hair blonde.
Jeez,
it's an interesting little thing.
It's just a fashion at the time, wasn't it?
I always found it gas. Do you remember he missed weight, Oliveira?
Yeah, I think it was.
He missed weight and he lost the belt, and he still had a full head of hair on him. I was like, surely just shave off the hair. Like that's surely half a pound.
Exactly.
He's that committed to the bleach blonde hair.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll steer it back away from other sports back to the guy that's on in front of us.
Rory Beggan's pushing up very high.
He has indeed.
Look at him now. He's nearly on the
arm here. Conor Boyle on there, didn't fancy it. Monaghan still hanging on to this. Jack McCarron. McCarron has one of the best left backs in the game.
It's a brilliant score by Conor McCarthy.
Yeah, fantastic. Right on top of the net by Conor McCarthy. Monaghan level again. I think
that's 2 for McCarthy, 2 for Mohan, and 1 for
McCarthy. Commentator on the stream here just called Conor McCarthy the best wing back this summer. What do we think about that?
Yeah,
There's a good argument for it. I mean, Jack McCaffrey. Jack
Armagh
McCaffrey
on the
back in this May. I'll be very interested to see here.
Oh, it's a saved.
Big chance.
Stephen Campbell, I think it
Big
was.
chance.
It was.
Yeah, I'm a few seconds behind you. And I don't know how to change it because I'm hitting like, oh, what?
He did well there, Campbell. Swerving inside out. It wasn't Bacon who saved it. Was Gary Mohan actually that saved that.
Yeah, Gary Mohan.
It's a good save.
Are you on the bit where Campbell has his hand behind his head like that?
No, I'm on where Reno O'Neill is standing over the ball for 45.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm on that now. He hasn't kicked it yet.
He hasn't kicked it, no.
Okay, so we're on the same level now. I deliberately put my stream back a minute and then put it forward a minute to see if I'd end up at the same level with you. For context, guys, in the Tyrone Kerry game, my stream was 10 seconds ahead of Matthews. Reno O'Neill with the free. Wide. What did you think about his suspension? What did you think about Armagh without him in the game against Galway?
I thought they were very disciplined in the game without him against Galway. And, geez, like it just shows another dimension that Armagh have. In terms of the suspension, he deserved it. I'm sorry. I know he's a player, but...
He definitely did. It was gas people trying to say that he didn't.
Monaghan are struggling at the kick-out. They've lost 4 already out of a possible 7.
Do you think, here's a bit of a hot topic. Do you think Ryan O'Donoghue should be playing against Dublin after the Sean Kelly thing?
I think there was a bit too much made out of it. But the fact he put his eyes down on Kelly's back, that just...
personally, I lost a bit of respect when I seen that because I'm like, that to me looks like you meant to injure him. And I don't respect that. Maybe not injure, but that was trying to cause him pain. You know what I mean?
It was, yeah.
And look, I've no doubt that the Galway lads are winding him up and saying all sorts, as happens with every game.
Definitely, yeah. So,
but it's the type of thing where James O'Donoghue came out and said on the football pod, he was saying basically this stuff happens and all. I was like, yeah, but it shouldn't happen. You can't use other bad stuff that happens to justify another bad thing.
And Andrew Moran
just in general, look, I think he's a cracking footballer. I think Ryan O'Donoghue is a cracking footballer. And to be honest, just in terms of being someone that wants to see a really good game tomorrow between Dublin and Mayo, I'm happy Ryan O'Donoghue is playing. But
Andrew Moran has just got a point from a mark. So Armagh leads 6-5.
But it's one of those things. Do you get my point with it? Is that I think he's a cracking player, but I think he just needs to stay away from that stuff.
He does, definitely, yeah. That's a main thing with him at the moment. And maybe he just shouldn't have looked down at the ankle just to make it look more obvious. You know, it was very, very poor from him. But on the Monaghan,
think smart, basically.
Yeah. On the Monaghan Armagh game itself, I know it's 6 points to 5 to Armagh, but Armagh have only scored 2 points from play so far.
Yeah.
And Monaghan have scored all their points from play. And
I think they're no. It was nice
True.
Moving by O'Hanlon up until the shot.
Yeah.
Did you see Enda McGinley's comments on the Sunday Game podcast?
I didn't know. What did he say?
He was basically saying that he questions do Monaghan believe they can win the All Ireland, because when they've got to this stage, they haven't looked like they've believed in themselves as much as other teams because I have always found that why in the past, and I know Tyrone was shocking today, but why in the past, you have Gavin O'Reilly here says, imagine Monaghan winning on a penalty shootout. I think if Armagh lost another penalty shootout, I think Kieran McGeeney would just sit in the middle of the pitch and just not move for a week. Yeah. But do you get what I mean though with that? Do you get what I mean with that point where? Yeah. Oh, sorry, go Rossi. Go.
I was just saying about Kieran McGeeney. If he loses another penalty shootout, but you would think Armagh would have practiced penalties by now after losing 2. Yeah. It'd be just stupid of Armagh just not to practice penalties at this stage, considering
They're
how
like
bad they've been.
England in the World Cup.
Yeah, and they need to practice. But what were you saying there?
I was saying about that the point was made by McGinley that was like, and I was at that do Monaghan really believe they can win the All Ireland when they get to this stage, and I found it interesting because you look back through the years, they've gone toe to toe with Tyrone. I know Tyrone
Yeah,
were shocking today, but in the past they've gone toe to toe with Tyrone. Tyrone are able to puff their chests out, or were able to puff their chests out when they get to the last 8, last 4, whereas Monaghan weren't able to go to that next level. I was saying
yeah,
2018 was their year where I think they should have made the final. They
they
were in the
should have.
semi-final against Tyrone. That was their year if they were going to do
But
it.
the thing was with Monaghan to counteract into being this point there, Tyrone nearly robbed them in 13 and 15 in the quarters.
Yeah.
Monaghan were just, in my opinion. Look, if Sean Kavanagh didn't pull down Conor McManus, we could have been talking about a Monaghan win that
Yeah,
game.
big time.
You know, and in
I don't
2015,
remember that causing any controversy that fell.
yeah,
I don't remember any RT pundit losing their mind over that.
former RT pundit used to say.
Exactly. Oh,
Moving well
Grugan.
on here. Oh,
Woo!
it's a good block. Oh,
Fantastic block. Still there. Great defending.
well again.
Great defending. Monaghan have some pit bulls back there, don't they? The likes of Ryan Wiley and
Killian Lavelle, Ryan Riley,
yeah.
Boyle, I think is back there. Kieran Duffy's done excellent.
7
Monaghan,
minutes since Monaghan's last score.
yeah, definitely. Like that's a savage stat as well. Oh, just noticed Darren Hughes actually went in instead of Ryan O'Toole, so you would think Killian Lavelle actually went back to the full back line. Darren Hughes went to midfield.
Mm-hmm.
I think anyway. So
well, Lavelle was following Rian O'Neill around.
Yeah.
I think that's because Rian O'Neill tends to drop into the midfield as well, so Lavelle would be just as comfortable out there.
Here's Scrugan's chance again. See who.
Yeah.
Oh, it cuts across.
We are in exactly the same spot. Drop short. Opinions on both of the teams' performances so far?
I think Monaghan are leaving a lot behind them. Looking at the stats, 12 shots, 5 taken. That's not really impressive.
That's kind of the vibe we're getting.
Their defensive intensity is there, Monaghan. It's just they can't execute it as often. Armagh look threatening up front. It's just Monaghan are putting in amazing tackles at the moment. And there's another one.
Yeah.
Like Monaghan, they're getting on top of the Armagh forwards here. Like you look at the turnovers they're getting. They have 9 turnovers compared to Armagh's 3, and you can see why. Them in the full back line.
Defenders are doing the job.
Yeah. They're dogs at the back line there, man. And as you mentioned earlier, they're doing well at that department. But attack-wise, I think they need to improve if they're going to win the game.
Big time. Here we have. Right, Monaghan coming forward now. I feel like Monaghan, I'm going to make a small prediction. I think Monaghan will level it up before we go in at halftime. I think we'll go in at halftime 6 each.
And that's the way we want it, actually. Tight. Yeah. Intense.
And please, nobody gets smoked in the second half. Me and Matt are out here paying, €15 a game, €12 a game. We want to see competitiveness.
I don't actually have a problem with the GA goal pass. I got paid $59.
Neither do I. I've really enjoyed this coverage. I think it's really good. But
the problem is the game itself. Tyrone and Kerry. And to be honest, it's down to Tyrone, really. Like they were very, very poor. Very poor. Mm-hmm. And hopefully so he doesn't pull through. But I don't see Armagh putting away here. Monaghan are just dogged.
Yeah. No, I don't think it will be I don't think what happened in the last game will happen in this game.
Yeah.
Armagh wouldn't make it that easy for themselves. No way.
It's interesting, actually. The 2 goalkeepers are coming out near the 65s, 45s. Like Ethan Rafferty is ahead of his own teammates here.
Rafferty's literally chilling in the middle of the pitch. Like, can you imagine somebody from the 1960s watching this?
Yeah.
I seen this actually was the other day. It was this clip. It was basic skills of Gaelic football explained, and it was filmed in 1961. And they had Sean Purcell, Kevin Heffernan, and a few others showing the basic skills of Gaelic football. And it's actually really good. Like, it's really applicable even for today.
Yeah.
But I wonder what they would make of goalkeepers coming up and playing as centre half forwards.
Section by Monaghan, they get break.
Great defending by Ryan Wiley again.
Here we go. Here go Monaghan. Strap McCarron. Oh, I slipped.
Oh,
It's a free. It's a free.
Kel O'Connell fouled. Okay, free
But
into
you know,
Monaghan. This is where
for
they tie it up.
some,
I told you.
for some reason, Seamus, you always want to see that. Like, I so enjoyed Damien Comer's goal for Galway last year. Remember that? When they caught over. That was...
You always want to see them shoot the minute they get the ball.
Yeah. Conor McCarthy's going to get a booking here from his namesake lane. Yellow card.
I think there was one. I don't understand that. There was one as well, I swear, in one of the last games. Now, this is just completely spitballing here. But I swear there was one game recently where a defender got a yellow card, but there was no free given.
Yeah.
Like last week. I think he's done it.
Actually, there was no free given, and then in the speak got a red card, I think it was.
Oh, yeah.
Yellow again. So that's 4 yellow cards in the first half.
Yellow for Joe McElroy. Is James Morgan playing for Armagh, actually?
He's retired, I think.
Retired?
I think he's retired, yeah.
What? He couldn't be older than 31, is he?
Yeah, but then again, you wouldn't be surprised. Like James O'Donoghue, what year did he retire at?
Yeah. Free kick for Flanagan.
Dropped another shot.
Oh, for God's sake. Right, that'll be half time.
Yeah.
All right. Half time.
6 points to 5.
So not as high scoring as...
But...
And I'm just going to be honest saying this, and it might come a bit harsh, is watching that first half, they both have some way to go to compete with Kerry based off what we've seen.
Yeah, they do. But we thought that even before Tyrone. Like we thought Kerry, Tyrone, Mayo, Dublin, that's the level. Even Derry, who we're playing tomorrow. But we never thought Armagh or Monaghan would get... It was a big opportunity, no doubt, for one of these sides, but we never thought they'd get close to an All-Ireland. So yeah, it's a close game. It's the way we wanted, Seamus. I know it's not entertaining, but at least it's competitive.
Oh, it was entertaining in terms of the competition side. There was a good few chances missed. Like you were talking about Monaghan's missed chances. Like they're doing one half of the job. Their defense is doing their bit. And I feel like their attack just needs to step up. I feel like it's time for the man himself, Conor McManus. When do you think he'll be sprung?
I think he might come on straight away in the second half because Monaghan's shooting.
A halftime change. I think he'll come in for Desi Ward potentially.
Yeah, Desi Ward isn't necessarily a forward, is he? So it's utility.
So, he's very much a guy that will be around the midfield.
Yeah, definitely. Like it's going to be interesting to see who comes on for Monaghan. Like I think Sean Jones is on the bench. I'm a huge fan of him as well.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
So we'll see if they come to fruition, them changes. Like it should be very, very interesting in the second half.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Stephen O'Hanlon, actually. I think he's someone who could have a big say in the second half because he's the type of player that can just get a goal out of nowhere.
True, yeah.
Like you look at the Tyrone game, he just saw a gap, bang, went for it on the right shoulder, stuck it in the net.
Yeah, exactly. And they will notice that Armagh. That's definitely applied. With Conor McCarthy, like if he gets his running game going, like in the Kildare game last week, he could go in for goal. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how it progresses in the second half.
I have a debate here for you, right?
Yeah.
This will get us through the halftime break. And by the way, guys, anybody watching, feel free to get involved in this debate. So I've just come up with that literally off the top of my head. How far would a Tailteann Cup team go in the All-Ireland? So if the Tailteann Cup had their best 15 in the Tailteann Cup, how far would they go in the All-Ireland, in your opinion?
Group stage.
You don't think they get out of the group?
No, I don't. Like, do you think the Tailteann Cup team of the year would beat, I don't know, to get to a quarter, for example, would they beat Roscommon?
It would be a very interesting game. I'm being honest, because off the top of my head, having watched Down just destroy Laois, I know that there'd be a few Down lads in that side. Like straight away, you're talking the likes of Liam Kerr, the likes of Pat Havern, that are straight in there, no questions asked. Danny McGill as well for me, fantastic player. Eugene Brannigan. Then you
Yeah,
pair that up with some lads from Cavan like Gerard McKieran and Paddy Lynch, Thomas Galligan, Raymond Galligan, Meath, you got Jordan Morris, Donald Kyogan. I think it would be interesting, for sure.
possibly.
You've
Seeing
even
is
got other lads like Ian Corbett from Limerick, and you've got Mark Jackson from Wicklow potentially for goalkeeper.
yeah, it's an interesting debate. All right, would they beat Monaghan who are out here now?
No, I don't think so.
Cork.
I don't think so.
You
But then
think
again,
you
I
think
don't know.
they'll be close to Roscommon, but you think Cork will beat them
Will Cork beat Roscommon?
by a point?
Yeah, no, I think it would be close. I do think it would be close. It's weird as well because, like, how are you going to bend the rules there? Would you include players that don't actually play for their county right now? Like, would you include the likes of Michael Quinlivan, Colin O'Riordan?
In all fairness, I wouldn't. Just to
Because
be,
they're not playing for Tip right now.
they're not playing no at all. But if you were allowed them, I might give them a chance. Like you had Quinlivan, you had Sweeney. Like if Sweeney was fit, for example,
Yeah.
like it's a big one. It's an interesting one, all right. I'm genuinely intrigued to for you to think that Roscommon would be challenged against them
You
because
think it would
Roscommon.
be? I think it would be quite a tough game. So if you take the best of the best from the Tailteann Cup,
Yeah,
I think that would make a good team.
possibly.
Because you've
I'd
got a
say.
few all-stars in there. Like Raymond Galligan's an all-star. What's his name? Porrick Faulkner's an all-star.
Mm,
Connor Sweeney's an all-star.
yeah. Am I being too harsh on them? I'm not sure. But the fact you said Cork would beat them easily, I'm actually intrigued by that.
I kind of take that back a little bit. Maybe not easy, but I do think Cork would win. I do think Roscommon would probably win as well. But then again, Roscommon have been caught. It depends what game. If it was in a Connacht Championship, Roscommon would wipe the floor with them. If it was in a preliminary quarter-final, might be different.
Yeah, it'd be very interesting, right? But
what do you think of the punditry team? The Andrews, Murphy, and Aaron Kernan, and Marco Spey as well.
Yeah, I haven't seen the pun. Well, I see them on camera. Obviously, I don't have the earphones in at the moment. I'll be talking
I
here.
think they're very good. And like, did you see the end of the Kerry?
I've
The
seen a
end of
bit
the
of it.
Kerry Tyrone game, David Clifford came over and he was chatting
Yeah,
away with them. Like, that's actually really, really good to watch.
it is. Yeah, I think it's an excellent thing to watch. In fairness
Like
to
the
them both.
UFC incorporated that into their broadcasting, and it was really like it was a big success that they'd bring the fighter up to the studio box after the fight was done.
Yeah, and I think RT have done that in games gone by as well.
Yeah, like Dan
And
McCormick coming up after the Tip Limerick game was fantastic because you could just, it gives you a real appreciation for what goes on the pitch as well. Because you see Dan McCormick sitting in the studio and you see like the cuts and bruises on his legs and you see like the mud patches and everything, and you realize, God, how tough these lads are down on the field.
yeah, that's the thing. That is the thing.
It's
So,
just for anybody who's come along, half time, it is Armagh 6 points, Monaghan 5. It seems to be a bit of a chess match, Matthew.
it does, yeah. Both sides are, they're playing the right. Like Monaghan are defending brilliantly, I have to say. They've, I think, 9 or 10 turnovers in that first half alone. But it's the shooting that's the problem for them. I think it's under 50% right now. And that shot at the end of the half by, I think it was Conor McCarthy or was it Jack McCarron? The shot at the end. That was that epitomised Monaghan's shooting in the first half. It was very, very poor. I do think Armagh, in terms of goal opportunities, I think Armagh are much more threatening in that department than Monaghan are. And that's probably going to be the difference come the end of it. But I don't think it'll be hammering like the last game.
No,
I don't.
It won't. I was saying that my prediction on how I thought the game was going to go actually was pointed out in the comments on the clip that I put up. Somebody said, so basically just the same as last year's All-Ireland quarterfinal. I was like, yeah, only this time they win. But I basically said that I think Armagh is going to smash Monaghan late for 2 goals and just get carried up in this wave of momentum that can overrun teams. And sometimes it overruns Armagh themselves, because sometimes Armagh get caught up in the hype and the momentum and they make silly decisions. Like the Dublin team of the 2000s was very much like that. Get caught up in the momentum and somebody would go for a ridiculous shot from miles out thinking that they could take on the world. And that's what Armagh have to manage today. They have to make sure they don't get carried away with the emotion of potentially getting into their first All-Ireland semi-final in 18 years.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like Monaghan haven't reached the semi-final either, so it's a huge opportunity for both of these sides. But with opportunity does come pressure. It does in general. Like you look at Galway Armagh last year. It was an entertaining game, no doubt. But both sides, at the thought of reaching an All-Ireland semi-final, both of them made some catastrophic mistakes in that game. Remember at the end when Shane Walsh, one of the best players in the country, kicked the ball across the field. That was just suicidal.
Nuts.
Armagh took advantage of that. So, there is, with the pressure comes errors, and both sides are going to make errors. And this is probably why Monaghan have made shooting errors in the first half. And they're actually highlighting Monaghan's scores in this. So I don't know, should they be highlighting actually? I think the GA goal country team is good, but should they be highlighting Monaghan's misses?
Yeah.
Because,
they talked about Armagh's goal chances as well. Like,
yeah.
I think the only real goal chance for me was the one where Gary Mohan blocked it.
Yeah, that's the thing. So yeah, but in general, the GA Go pundits are actually very, very good. And the reporters, I have to say, Seamus, Gráinne McElwain presenting it, Dave McIntyre, the commentator, Ashton O'Reilly, one of the reporters, they're superb.
Yeah, they're really good.
They are really good. Whereas RT, I think, are gone a bit stale, and we've said that over the past 2 seasons. So I actually think, unpopular opinion to anybody else, but I actually think GA Go's coverage is better than RT's.
Yeah, so they're like looking at it from a different angle, I would say, and they're achieving some things that the GA should definitely incorporate into RT's coverage. My main thing is the replay thing, where you show the replay, but then show the actual real time match happening right beside it. Like, that's obvious for me. A very, very good idea, and they should incorporate that first up.
I'm just seeing.
It seems like they're a little bit more relaxed as well. I don't know. That's just the vibe I'm getting from watching them, is that they seem a little bit more like when David Clifford came over, they were having a laugh with him.
Yeah, that's
like one of the pundits said, "Just another day for you, David. Is it like doing that kick pass over your head, like that type of thing?" Like they seem very relaxed. That's my point. Is that I don't know. Would you be making a funny comment like that if you felt like you were under pressure to say the right things?
That's the thing, yeah. It's going to be a very intriguing game. But actually, someone that live score Kerry that he tagged me in Ireland, the post about Kerry.
Yeah.
Someone actually tagged a very interesting person, Anthony Miles. Did you hear his comments off the ball?
Yeah, he said bye Kerry.
Yeah, and he said they're sitting ducks. Oh my God. Yeah. I think a lot of people wrote off Kerry. To be fair, they did, including myself, yourself, Aaron. Anthony Miles.
I thought Tyrone would win. I can't lie. I just thought, look, this is what Tyrone do. They've got into the quarterfinals. They'll take it from here. I genuinely thought they'd be direct contenders for the All Ireland off the back of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Not meant to be. And I do wonder now, we were talking about it after, is that the end of Brian Dooher and Fergal Logan's reign? And then if so, will it be Mickey Hart back again, or will it be somebody else?
I'm trying to think of their under-20 manager, actually, from 2022. I'm trying to think of his name. Would he come into the fray rather than Mickey Hart?
I'll look it up.
Yeah, but I was going to look at the Camogie and LGFA
Paul
results today.
Devlin.
Devlin, is it?
Paul Devlin.
Paul Devlin.
I think he
Working
could
him.
be a shout. Yeah, you're right, because you talk about getting the best out of the Cannavans.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Just looking at the LGFA results today. Cork 8-12, Tipperary 2-3. Wow.
Just in the football.
In the ladies' football, yeah, in Clonakilty. That is some score.
8-12.
To 2-3, yeah.
And that was, for the context, guys, that was a straight knockout game, wasn't it? Because
It
Cork
was.
lost to Galway, and Galway beat Tip, whoever won that game would be straight out.
Exactly, yeah. Oh, the Cork Camogie team as well. 3-19 against Clare's 8 points, and that was also knockout.
Jeez, not a
Wow.
bad day for Cork.
Hopefully not a bad weekend either. Jeez. I'm lucky as well.
Lorna McNamara that's one thing that the Clare Camogie team has kind of been struggling with, is they're very reliant on Lorna McNamara.
They are. And in fairness, at centre back, Nevo D, I think her name is, a centre back.
Yeah.
They rely on her often as well. But look at half time score there. Kilkenny 2-4, Tipperary 1-7. I'm telling you, for the Camogie, Tipperary are dark horses.
Oh, stop. I've said that if anybody's going to break the triangle of of Galway, Cork, Kilkenny, it's going to be Tip.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Waterford kind of, I liked the look of them last year, and they still do. Like, I think with Beth Carton and Niamh Rocket, I think they have two forwards that would walk into any team in the country.
The thing is as well, Waterford, because of the result against Antrim today, 5-16 against 10 points. I think they're straight through to the semi-final because they've got 6 points out of 6.
Mm-hmm.
So Waterford are in Croke Park for the second year running. Who would have thought that?
Yeah, I'll be interested to see how they get on, because it is only a matter of time before somebody breaks that triangle.
Yeah.
I can't keep it up.
I think the draws for the quarterfinals in Camogie and LGFA, I think they're on tonight, Seamus.
No, that'll definitely be worth looking at. Another interesting point, actually, on the LGFA thing, because of speaking of managers and changings and everything, what did you think about, obviously, the Meath team, Jenny Rispin, first game in charge, beating Waterford? Obviously, no more Davy Nelson.
Yeah.
What did you make of it?
I think it's a good start for them. And Ora Lally seemed to be up for that game. I think she scored 4 points from play that day. Emma Duggan scored a goal as well. And that was against a tough Waterford team too. So very good result for Meath. I think the proof will be the pudding though. They played Donegal tonight. I'm actually not sure where that game is. It's on in Park Talton. That's tonight at 7:30 on TG Car. So that'll be an interesting game, I have to say.
Yeah, I'll be keeping an eye on that one as well, actually, for sure. As soon as this is over, straight on the telly to watch the next one. I have a life, guys. But today I don't. Today I'm watching sport. I'll go. I'll touch grass tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, geez.
Go outside tomorrow. See the sun.
Yeah, but geez, surely you'll be in Croke Park tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I'll be in Croke Park tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll be in Croke Park tomorrow with a burger and with a pint. Watching the Dubs. Yeah. This, what are we thinking now for the second half? Remember, we were in this position, Tyrone, Kerry, expecting a cracker. So you know what? I'm going to not give myself too much hope. I'm going to say it's going to be a good second half this time.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good second half. I really think so. I'm not going to say...
I think it will be. I think the last 10 minutes will be very, very exciting.
I do think so as well. But, I think Armagh have to improve. I think they need to score more from play. They've scored 2 points from play so far, which really isn't good enough to get over the line. And Monaghan,
I think the fact as well, another key thing is that Armagh have 2 guys on yellow cards. Ben Creeley and Aidan Forker, 2 guys that I wouldn't be surprised if either of them got a second yellow. And then, guys, we are back underway at Croke Park. Start of the second half.
Do you have a third yellow card as well? McElroy as well. So that's 3 yellow cards. Yeah.
Back underway in the second half. Armagh with a quick free, intercepted by Connor Boyle for Monaghan.
Again. Starters, you mean to go on? Monaghan are keeping intercepting.
Big time. Ryan McInnesby fires a high ball in. Jack McCarran, ball's broken. Rian O'Neill. Rian O'Neill's positioning is interesting for Armagh, isn't it? Like he really does play everywhere.
He does, and he's such an athletic player. for such a big
Yeah.
man. You know,
Where do
yeah,
you
it's
think
going to be
he's best?
full forward line,
So,
undoubtedly.
like, do you think Armagh are best with him in there, or do you think what he offers around the midfield is very important as well?
It's a tough one because in so many instances when Rian O'Neill's been back there, Armagh wouldn't have got out. Remember against Cavan in the Ulster Championship when he saved the goal line clearance.
Yeah,
You know, it's them sorts of things that you just wonder: is Rian O'Neill better back there in
but that's what I
defence?
mean. Is that's why I was so invested in Conor Turbitt's form, which is why I was surprised he got dropped.
Yeah,
He
and
will be
Monaghan.
in though. Don't you doubt it. He will be in. Aidan Nugent, I imagine, will feature as well.
Aidan Nugent, is he on the bench? I thought he was dropped. Is he
Dropped
on the
off the
bench?
panel, like.
Yeah, I don't think he's on the bench at all. Looking
No
here, I
way.
don't think.
Wait, we
Thinking
have
Jamar,
I have the Armagh panel here.
don't see him on the panel anyway. Aidan Nugent.
Wait, I'll get rid of the banner.
Yeah. Aidan
Do we see him
Nugent. No,
there?
he's not. I don't see him there. No,
Yeah, they don't
he's
have him.
not there.
Shane McGill, Jamar Hall, Justin Keenan, Oisin Canati, Shane McPartland, Barry McCambridge, Ross McQuillan. I think Ross McQuillan will be in. Tiernan Kelly is a dark shout for potentially he could be in either.
Yeah, bit of something like self revenge maybe for last season for Tiernan Kelly.
Come on and scrape somebody's face.
Jesus. No, enough about that. Said about
Damien,
that.
like for context, like he did that to Damien Comer in the
Yeah,
scuffle between Armagh and Galway last season. That's not. I'm not making it up. Like it's on the cameras. But
yeah,
yeah, that brawl was definitely it's gas, isn't it? That was one of the funniest moments ever. Like when for context, everybody, that the story was as Armagh and Galway went to an extra time. Rian O'Neill lands a last minute free to send the game to extra time, and they make the very smart decision of sending all the players down the same tunnel at the same time. Predictably, a scuffle starts as RTE starts to head for the ad break, and then all of a sudden the ad break is cancelled. Darren Maloney's back on the commentary saying like very unsavory scenes here.
number 5 for Armagh or Monaghan are batting him up,
Yeah, free out for
and
Monaghan.
Monaghan turned it over again.
But wasn't that gas? You know when they were saying, oh, they came back, they cancelled the ad break, came back to watch the scuffle, and then they were saying, well, we don't like to see this sort of thing. You know, it's like, well, why
Yeah,
did you cancel the ad break then? Like,
yeah. No, but yeah, it's yeah, it was a strange one, all right. Actually, Darren Maloney was on an interview with the sideline view with Darragh O'Connor. He was on an interview on that, and he actually said, yeah, that was the situation. Actually, RT told him in the earpiece, get back, get back, get back. That's what actually happened. So
I
it
mean,
does
not
happen.
surprised, but it's funny to actually hear that it's true.
Yeah, exactly. But Armagh turned the ball over again. But I wanted to again Monaghan shooting. Darren Hughes got another wide there, so that's 6 wides for Monaghan. 35% shot accuracy today. Jeez, that's not good. They're kind of
5 minutes
shooting
gone in the
themselves.
second half, still no score, and here comes the man himself, Conor
Here we go.
McManus,
On for
Carl Gallagher.
yeah. And to be fair, Carl Gallagher has been quiet in this game.
Yeah, I'm not surprised to see Conor McManus. I don't think it's wrong to say that this could be the last time we see Conor McManus.
Yeah, it's a sad occasion, but
He's been literally an awesome footballer. I think as
has,
of right now, he's in my starting 15 anyway of players to have never won an All Ireland.
yes, without a doubt. And is he the best Monaghan player in history?
Yes, I would say so.
Yeah.
Obviously, Hughes is up there, but oh,
here we go. Oh, going for the goal there, were they? On Boyle
I think
again.
so. But if O'Hanlon has some pace getting them out here. Switches it across now to Desi Ward. McManus out in front. Fouled. Hit hard then by Greg McCabe.
Free in.
All right, you tell me what you think about this. My first reaction there is that was... He knew he was going to hit McManus hard there. Bang.
Yeah.
He literally just gives him a little bump on the head. Welcome on to the pitch.
Yeah,
I think he's going to get a yellow for this.
Yeah. So
Greg
that's
McCabe, let's not forget Greg McCabe got sent off against Galway last year in the All-Ireland quarter-final.
Very true. Very true, yeah. So,
Gavin O'Reilly says dire stuff now to watch. I think right at this moment, the football isn't free-flowing. It's not too exciting, but I think the last 10 minutes will be gripping because I think both teams will get really, really nervous at the prospect of getting through to an All-Ireland semi-final.
Yeah, I think so.
Has got a yellow card for that.
Yeah. 4 yellow cards from Armagh. I did see it. I did see Armagh are tend to get a lot of cards.
Yeah, no, Conor McManus won't be shook by that.
Yeah.
This is actually an identical position to where Peter Canavan scored the point in 2005 to send Tyrone through to the final. McManus booms it.
Oh, is it curling in?
A point.
It's going over.
What a fantastic point by Conor McManus.
Ages. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
What a man.
Fantastic.
What I will say,
some inspiration. There you go.
Yeah, there is questions about quality. Undoubtedly, the JGO commentator saying Gavin said in your stream there. But what I will say, it is intriguing, and that's what we want in this.
This is more entertaining, in my opinion, than Tyrone Kerry because I don't know who's going to win now.
Yeah, Monaghan could see for Reno. Reno Neal undoubtedly will get over this.
But this is what I mean. In 15 minutes now, the game is going to up in terms of pace. There's going to be a key moment. Like there as well, like Lavelle, like you have him. Do you know what I mean? You have him. You don't need to come in with the big... Killian's got a yellow card there. I really, really, really think Killian Lavelle is a fantastic player. But he shouldn't have come in there gun-ho like he did.
Shouldn't have, definitely. But pressure kick now for Reno.
Difficult kick as well. He's very much hugging the sideline here. Definitely has it in his locker to get this. And he's got it. Fantastic kick. Yeah. So, still no score from play yet in the second half.
Yeah. 2 points of play.
7-6 ahead. 2 points from playing the whole game, did you say?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right. That is terrible. That is terrible. That's not a good stat.
No score from play since the 20th minute with Andrew Murnan.
That's mental. 24 minutes without a score from play.
Yeah, exactly. And their first score from play was actually the first minute through Aidan Farker. So, no, it's
not great. So Armagh haven't scored from play in 43 minutes. Oh wait, no, Monaghan haven't scored from play at all.
No, Monaghan have scored 5 from play.
Yeah, I was thinking that when you were saying that the 2 from play. I think that's Armagh. 2 from O'Hanlon. Great block.
Oh, it's a brilliant, yeah. And Monaghan have a...
Gary Mohan fires it over. 7 each.
It's a brilliant performance of Gary Mohan.
It's neck and neck, guys. And it will be for the rest of the game.
8 points from play for Gary Mohan today. And he put in a block in the first half, let's not forget. So far, my man matching. And here's Conor Turbot.
Ben Creeley gone. Right decision, in my opinion. Ben Creeley, I wouldn't have been surprised if he'd got a second yellow card. I think that substitution tells me Reno Neal will be around the middle for the rest of the game.
Yeah. I would think so as well.
Will go into the full forward line. Ethan Rafferty booms it down the middle. And Monaghan pick up the breaks. Micheál Bannigan. 45 and a half minutes gone. 7 each. Darren Hughes. Conor McCarthy. Started well, Conor McCarthy. He's gone quiet.
He has, definitely. No, I think Monaghan have most of the momentum. I think they look
But they're
good here.
definitely looking more like they can poke holes in this Armagh defence. Armagh relying a lot on frees right now.
Yeah. Look, the
Rory
thing is,
Beggan switches it to Kieran Duffy.
if Monaghan just stand up at the tackle when Armagh are attacking and just let them shoot, let's see what happens then.
Big time.
You know, so
because that's what I mean. We don't know have Armagh brought their shooting boots today because Monaghan have just fouled them every time they've got winning goal. And that was a foul by Greg McCabe. Greg McCabe needs to be taken off now because he's just after fouling. He very noticeably pulled Desi Ward's shorts. The ref called a free. And Greg McCabe is on a yellow. And he's after getting, put down in the book again there. If Greg McCabe fouls again, he could be gone.
Yeah. It's an interesting one, actually.
Don't take that risk. You have the likes of Barry McCambridge, Tiernan Kelly on the bench. Get him off.
Chap McCarron over the ball, and he's going to hit that over the bar, and Monaghan lead. It is a big, big score.
That's a huge moment for Monaghan psychologically to get ahead because Armagh had just pulled ahead of them now. And they've won the break from the kick out.
Monaghan won this.
Yeah. Kyle O'Connell. Good ball. Jack McCarron gets it onto his right. Wide.
This is going over. Oh, wait.
7 misses for Monaghan.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Just imagine if they got it, but dead serious, if they just got 3 of those, 3 out of those 7, they'd be like, I know it's not even a lot, that's not even half. Then they'd be 4 up. And that's a much different mentality about the game then at that point on. Armagh attacking here. Rory Grugan on the left boot. No, it's Aidan Forker, and he's nailed it. Armagh level.
Yeah.
And that is Armagh's first point from play since, what did you say, the 24th minute?
The 20th minute.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And the fact that they've done that and now they've leveled the game.
Yeah. Another interesting stat, actually, shots from play in the whole game, Armagh 6. Monaghan keep fouling them once they get to this.
Yeah.
But if they're 50% shot conversion rate from plays, 3 converted out of a possible 6.
Whereas it's weird though, because Monaghan's defense has actually been brilliant as well at times. Like they really have turned over Armagh. Like Ryan Wiley has made some outstanding interceptions, turnovers. It's just like they're really hitting them when they get to the D and to the 21 and to the 45, and they're either taking the ball off them or they're fouling them.
Yeah, that's the thing. But it's slow build up again for Monaghan as Stephen O'Hanlon pass it off.
And they should introduce a shot clock of some element, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Or they should investigate it, looking into a shot clock. And I'm just spitballing there. I haven't actually known what idea that could be. Oh, what a score by Conor McCarthy.
Oh, Stimber scored it. Brilliant. Three points
he just has a head of pace on him. And once he gets going at you, you can't stop him. And then he's got the left foot as well. Great score.
Conor McCarthy and Gary Mohan combined from play 6 points. Them two are doing so well for Monaghan at the moment.
Rory Grugan now.
But I think he scored last week against Kildare.
Tried to buy the free. He tried to buy that free. And he's very lucky that he got that.
He's got it.
Wait. Look at this.
The sub is coming on.
I think Forker was very lucky to get that free. I think he was clearly looking for it. Like he clearly checked into Lavelle. Callum Comiskey is in.
And we'll
Greg
see
McCabe is gone. Okay, so I think they've made the right decision there. McCabe was a walking red card. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget the 2019 final, like screaming at the telly pretty much to take Johnny Cooper off, and then they didn't take him off in the 2019 final. He got sent off.
Yeah.
Rory
And
Grugan nails the free. Armagh level.
this is frantic. I wouldn't be surprised if it's extra time here.
I wouldn't be surprised at all if it's extra time. It's Armagh, so it probably will go to extra time. Imagine it goes to penalties again.
Oh, it was just Armagh in a nutshell if Monaghan win on penalties now.
Mike Finnerty just said there, McGeeney's actually the longest serving manager in the game right now.
Yeah. That's after Colm Connors left, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
crazy, isn't it? Like that, you would associate the GA with, having a little bit more permanency to the roles. And football used to be the chopping and changing every year, but now you look at Guardiola, Klopp, like they've been at their clubs for coming up on 8 years. Like,
exactly, yeah. That's definitely very. Like I'm thinking of the big counties now. Jack O'Connor's been a Kerry manager, or reinstated as Kerry manager for 2 years. John Cleary's been technically 1 year in charge of Cork. Desi Farrell has been 4 years in charge of Dublin. 3 years.
Well, 4, yeah, 3-4 years.
And Monaghan are in again.
Bannigan over the bar. Micheál Bannigan. Monaghan move 1 ahead again. That has been the trait of this game. I don't think, now correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think a team has led by more than a point in the entire game.
I think you're right. I'll have a look now. Point. Oh, someone's going off for Monaghan. Their 9 went off. And
yeah, Killian Lavelle.
I don't know who went on there, but and Armagh just kicked the ball away.
Rafferty's booted his kick out over the sideline. Monaghan continuing with this ponderous build-up. That won't work against Kerry. You got to be a bit more direct. Stephen O'Hanlon, he's the man who can be direct. Jack McCarron drops it. Armagh turnover. Jalio Burns. Armagh trying to hit fast on the counter-attack. They go direct. Great ball. Rory Grugan. Could be true here. Fisted over the bar.
Here we go. Point.
Should he have gone for goal there?
Yeah. I'm thinking, bury it, man. Bury it.
I think he made up his mind immediately when he got the ball. He was going to take the point.
Oh, I don't know. Is that the right decision?
Because it's like, all right, looking at the replay, it would have been very hard to squeeze that past Began.
Jamar Hall's on.
Jamar Hall in for Jason Duffy. And he'll just bring energy to this Armagh team.
And by the way, it was Ryan O'Toole that replaced Killian Lavelle. So another leg
again, talk about energy. Ryan O'Toole will bring that for Monaghan.
Yeah.
Micheál Bannigan now for Monaghan. To Jack McCarron. Shot coming in. Audacious from the sideline.
Here we go.
Wide ball. Conor McManus.
But to be fair, if anybody was going to get that point, it was going to be him.
Yeah, true. Yeah, he's the only one that you don't shout at for taking that shot on.
Yeah.
Ethan Rafferty with this kick now for Armagh. Drives it. Big hit.
Or are they? Oh.
Hall goes back. Armagh working it through the lines here. Oh, Stephen Campbell powering through. Stephen Campbell lays it off. Over the bar.
It's gone.
Is it out for 45?
45, yeah.
Connor I thought it gone over the bar.
I thought it did as well. Connor Turvin
says how long is gone? 55 minutes.
That's 2 goal chances.
2 big goal chances. Campbell laid it off. Turbin had the shot. Went out for 45. Great save, Rory Began. Made himself big. Didn't dive out. out for a 45. They'll be neck and neck to the end, I'm telling you. That's 2 big goal chances now that Armagh have not taken. Sean Jones is in.
Yeah, said it earlier. This
Jack
guy,
McCarron gone.
wow.
Very interesting that they're taking him off. Didn't have his best of games.
He didn't know, but he got 2 points on the board. Like, you would have expected Desi Ward possibly to come off.
I would have thought they would have kept McCarron in because McCarron in the past has been a real clutch player. He stepped up in the dying moments.
Speaking
Reno
of
Neal's
clutch,
over this 45 for Armagh. Same old run up.
Is it the same old outcome?
And same old results. Reno Neal puts Armagh back into the lead again. 11-10.
5 points. 5 points for Reno Neal today. And he's on it.
He is. He's on it today, and you can see he's pumped. He wants to get Armagh into the semi-final.
Monaghan have won the kick-out. Feel like every ball now is going to be huge. A goal is going to be huge in this.
Yeah. I think a goal in this type of game is worth way more than 3 points. It's like a psychological boost as well.
What I will say about this, Seamus, as well, that Armagh will rue those missed opportunities for the goal, both for Rory Grugan and for Conor Turbot. One of those has to go in.
It's one of those things that when I was saying that a goal be worth so much more than 3 points is because like these two teams haven't been to an All-Ireland semi-final in quite a few years now, and they've fallen at the quarterfinals. So I'm there thinking in my head, if a goal goes in, it could be a psychological impact of, oh no, not again. Like that type. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And Rory Bagan's up again. Oh, that's
hanged up in the air. Broken down. Oh,
if they pass it out to here we go. Oh, wow. Wow, Micheál Bannigan.
Over the bar.
Oh, that could have ended anywhere. Oh, wow.
Absolutely lashed it.
Oh, that could have gone anywhere.
But what was Armagh doing all going to the one high ball?
I don't know. I just think Armagh are making such wrong decisions, and they kick the ball out to Armagh again.
This is what we were talking about, Matthew. We were talking about this with the emotion. We were saying Armagh sometimes let the adrenaline get the better of them. Was that what happened there?
Most likely, and with the goal as well, they're just not the goal chances. They're not helping themselves, Armagh.
Yeah.
I think they're playing as well as they can. Like they're shooting well enough.
This is Monaghan's purple patch. Monaghan need to put the foot down here. They need to get ahead. You can feel it. This is Monaghan's time.
I'm hearing the Monaghan fans. They're getting behind their team now, vigorously. Rory Bagan's up the field now. They sense here.
They need to get ahead here. There'd be a big cheer if they go ahead here. McManus on the loop. Lays it off. Carl O'Connell spots a gap. Carl O'Connell.
Here we go. Carl O'Connell. Carl, is he getting? Oh,
Ryan White.
Oh my God! Wow.
Again. I told you it would get intense.
Wow, this game could go anywhere.
Yeah, we got 10 minutes left plus stoppages.
Did he overcarry it there? Ryan Wiley
did. Rafferty did really well. Rafferty stayed big.
He did in tight space, yeah, he did.
Kept it out for 45.
You'd imagine Began would slot this.
Yeah.
And to put on ahead.
Monaghan have a substitute ready to come in. Number 21 is ready to come in for Monaghan. Find out who actually is number 21. Number 21 is Shane Carey. He's getting ready to come in. 11 each. Rory Began, 60 minutes and 15 seconds gone.
Here we go.
Nope. Missed.
Oh my, wow.
He rarely misses.
9 boys, like.
Shane Carey's in now, replacing Ryan McInnesby. So Carey will do a similar job that McInnesby did. Cover a hell of a lot of ground for these, and he'll run his legs into the ground now over the next 10 minutes. This really could go to extra time.
Thing is, Seamus, 24
Oh, what
shots.
a catch by Conor Mackin.
Oh, brilliant catch.
Turned over. Ryan O'Toole.
Ryan O'Toole has had some breakout year, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And he's turned the ball over and won a free. Crucial. Could see the Armagh fans are shaking their heads in the stands. Like you're thinking.
He bought that though. He was cute with that. He did the whole chop down on the arm and throw himself to the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a skill. Like, people are genuinely good at that. Monaghan owning the ball here now. I'd love to know the possession stats. I feel like Monaghan have had way more possession than Armagh.
Yeah, they've had more turnovers and they've had more shots. Way more shots. 24 shots to 17. So
Carl O'Connell. Turned over.
No,
turned over.
Wow.
Reno O'Neill.
Reno O'Neill going up the field. Here's Jamar Hall. He's been leaked out of it. Turnover. Vinnie Corey is pumped. He's pumped.
Vinnie Corey giving it all that. You could have Vinnie Corey. It must be sweating to get onto the pitch himself. Do you know what? I've got 10 minutes in me.
Remember the goal he scored actually in Croke Park against Kildare, Corey?
Of course.
Remember that? Superb.
Of course. It's a class player. The gas thing is that both of the managers on the sideline would walk into their team. Yeah. If they were like in their peak, like McGeaney and Vinnie Corey would both walk into the current county teams.
Well, I will say Vinnie Corey's done a brilliant job this year. No matter what happens with Monaghan, he has. Begging up again.
Stephen O'Hanlon now.
He's used his speed. He's good. Get past the tackles here.
The way the game is going, I feel like the next point actually could be decisive because it's taken a hell of a lot of time to come.
Do you see the rubbish on the pitch, actually, Seamus? See a crisp bag.
Crisp bag flying around. Bit of free advertising. The hunky dories bag flying across the screen. Desi Ward now. He has been sitting, as we predicted, he's been sitting in the halfback line the whole game. He's done so well all throughout for Ballybay, Pierce brothers as well in the club championship. He's been superb. Yeah. Chance here, Micheál Bannigan. Didn't fancy it on the left. Carl O'Connell now off to McManus on the right. Snapshot. Go. Short. Rafferty goes up and catches. Rafferty did really well there. And he's grown. He is. Looked like he was fouled there. Oh, wow. Monaghan have turned it over to either. That kind of looked like he was fouled there. They're working their way towards a potential shot here. Boyle on it. Needs to get the right shooter on it. And they did. Conor McManus. What a score. Come at the hour, come at the man. Oh, stop. 12-11. And the gas thing is that for anybody watching, that's just confidence. McManus has missed 2. And he still backs himself that when the opportunity comes, he doesn't even hesitate to pull the trigger. Barry McCambridge, or no, sorry. Ross McQuillan's on. Ross McQuillan, pace. Yeah. Just pure pace. Jamar Hall is... Gone? He definitely picked up a knock there when he went down. Looks like it, yeah. Yeah, it's Jamar Hall. It's a blood substitution. Oh. Oh, Monaghan won the kick out. Wow. Oh my gosh. This is... Could they push on? They're leaving it for begging. They're leaving it for begging. Oh. Oh, I'm so enjoying this game now. So enjoying it. What? Why did they do that? They've literally given up a free shot at the post that Beggan can definitely score, and they're just passing it. They were doing what they were doing before.
Apparently, it's raining according to Mike Finnerty.
Yeah.
I hope it's not like
players,
that.
both players calling for gloves.
Hope it's not like that tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, not for you anyway. You're on the nally.
Yeah. Jeez,
Oh,
yeah.
I'll be nice and tucked away under the Cusack.
Yeah. Lucky boy.
That's it for. All right. Back to Rory Beggan. Good ball.
Oh, superb.
Stephen O'Hanlon has some pace. He's absolutely burned past a couple of Armagh defenders. Caught up.
Is he?
Ball turned over. Oh, free out. Okay. We've a comment in here. How much does remain from Josip Vidal? So we're 67 minutes gone now. So 3 minutes plus stoppages.
Yeah.
So Monaghan have, they're so close. They're so close to an All-Ireland semi-final.
Yeah. And that'll be some first
We
year.
already know it's going to end with a Rian O'Neill free, don't we? Like, this is...
And we already know it's going to end with a scuffle down the tunnel. We know.
Yeah. This has extra time written all over it.
I was tending to go to bed early now, Seamus, but I just can't now. Oh my God, what a game.
Stephen Campbell. Thought about taking a run at Monaghan, turns around, passes it back to Grugan instead. Armagh need to pick their moment now. Get it to the shooter.
Eating Rafferty's up.
Grugan. What are they doing?
They're passing it over, but Monaghan, in fairness, they're camping all inside their own half. But I wonder if Monaghan turned the ball over, Armagh are goosed because Eaton Rafferty's out of the goal. They're going to get turned over, Armagh.
Every time they step in, they step back out immediately. Aidan Forker's gone for it. It does. Carries over.
Wow.
Armagh level. Third point of the match from Aidan Forker.
Superb performance. Rory Beggan did well there. I know he could see the point, but he did well to skip it over.
Shane McPartlin's in for Joe McElroy. Shane McPartlin will bring a lot of energy around the midfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you, man. Extra time written all over this.
Yeah.
Beggan.
Big kick out. Oh.
Lucky.
Oh, wow.
Will there be a winner? What are you saying? A winner or extra time?
I'm going to go extra time. I think it's going to be extra time because that's the least both sides deserve after this.
Last time. We are just about to tip into the 70 minutes here, guys. Monaghan 12, Armagh 12.
Suicidal solo there from Sean Jones, and Armagh turned it over.
Armagh will get the shot. Armagh will get the shot. Foul again.
These Monaghan know how to foul in the right places, don't they?
3 minutes of additional time have just been announced.
Oh. You feel whoever gets the next score wins.
Yeah. Looks like it could be a card here for Sean Jones.
Yeah.
Black card.
Black. Whoa. Wow.
Well, let's see it.
Oh, wow.
Stop.
What?
A black card for that.
Very hard. Very harsh. Considering what we've seen over the past few weeks.
Stop, will you? That's ridiculous. No way that was a deliberate trick.
If Armagh
you see
go
someone, when you see, like, do you remember the Kevin Maguire challenge on Conn Kilpatrick in the Westmeath Round game?
Exactly.
When you see that doesn't get a black card and that does.
There's so many challenges that deserve more black card than that one. That's so harsh on Sean Jones there.
Yeah.
You know. And if Armagh
get give a penalty as well.
Yeah. If Armagh get a winner here, it just doesn't seem right, Seamus.
Yeah. And you know what? I have a feeling they will.
Yeah.
They're keeping the ball. They're waiting for their moment. This is it. This is it. Like, it's in their hands. Charlie Oak Burns to Rian O'Neill. Oh. It must be tough watching this if you're a fan of either team. I'd say your heart is in your mouth.
It will be definitely.
Ethan Rafferty here.
They're all camped outside. They're all 14 men that's on the pitch.
Need to get a move on as well, though. Like, at some point.
1 minute.
72 minutes, 10 seconds.
Look, what have you got to lose for Armagh's point of view? Just shoot. You know? I'm so over.
Oh, Rafferty's broken through the middle.
Oh.
No, they're going to get turned over here, surely. And they have been turned over. Conor Lane's going to give a throw ball. Like, Rafferty had the potential inroad there. He's going to give a throw ball. This is it. This decides extra time, or will Armagh steal a winner? Big hit by Gary Moan on Conor Turbot.
He's done excellent all day. That could be crucial now. Gary Moan, a block, that shoulder there, and 3 points to add for play as well. He's been excellent.
My opinion was, when I saw that, I thought the ref was going to give a free, because refs are mad for giving these frees right at the death.
But it was shoulder to shoulder, Seamus. So you couldn't. Who's down?
Gary Moan went over to the Armagh doctor and just took a water bottle out and just had a sip of the water. That was in the bag.
Who's down? It's Conor Turbot is down.
Yeah, Conor Turbot. 4th minute, we're ahead. So this is it now.
Here we go.
A throw ball.
To be honest, in fairness, Seamus, in all fairness, I hope Monaghan win it. Because I hate for a black card like that to decide a game. Yeah. And I wanted to go.
Gary Mohan against Rian O'Neill, 2 number 14s. Rian O'Neill's got it. Broke it down to Conor McManus. That surely is that.
Turned it over.
Forker was, I think the Monaghan lads felt that Forker stood on Conor McManus. Conor McManus is holding his stomach.
No.
And here we go. It's really hotted up now. Scuffles between McManus is holding his ribs. McManus is tough. In my opinion, first instinct, I fully believe that Forker stood on him there.
But Seamus, if Forker does get a red card here, Armagh will go back to 15 players once it gets to extra time.
And then Sean Jones will still be on his suspension.
The black card, yeah. It's over. It's over.
Time whistle, extra time.
It's extra time confirmed. Wow. Kieran McGeeney's going to the ref now. So is Vinnie Corey. This is mad.
I told you, man. Armagh never do anything easy, but my first reaction, what did you think? My first reaction, and I have to see it again. But Conor McManus wouldn't be holding his ribs like that if someone didn't stand on him.
Yeah, that's the thing. But maybe, could Conor Lane do this? Could he send Aidan Forker off in extra time once they go back out in the field?
Yeah, he can.
If he does that?
He can, because there was one a few years ago where Martin Penrose, I think it was like 2012, Martin Penrose hit someone at half time, and then the ref sent him off at the start of the second half.
Yeah. So you'd feel, but this is mad. I think we made the right decision to do a live stream of this. Considering what happened in the last game. This is mad, you know.
I'm changing the logo here. Just in case anybody's confused and anybody thinks that that's just that and it will be a replay, extra time is on the way. So the team's down the tunnel. I'd actually be very interested to see that again, because they'll have to talk about it. They'll have to look at the ending there. So McManus, basically what happened is Reno O'Neill went up. He actually got his hand to it above Gary Mohan. He punched it straight to Conor McManus. McManus drove out. Forker ended up standing over Conor McManus. That's what I saw. Ended up standing over Conor McManus. Next thing you know, a Monaghan lad has run in and shoved. Ryan Wiley ran in, shoved Aidan Forker away from Conor McManus. McManus is standing up then holding his ribs and grimacing.
Yeah.
So what does that spell out?
Red.
Potential red card there. Like if the referee or the linesman, if Forker did put his foot down on McManus there intentionally, and if the ref saw that, he's gone.
Yeah.
And that could be huge for this extra time.
It could be, yeah. Could be.
Like, so, what are the chances here on penalties? Like,
yeah, it could be. It could be. And you have to imagine Armagh have to practice penalties. They have to.
We just say they're in there now in the warm-up area in Croke Park. They just whipped out a little goal and they said, here, quick, pick a side and just drill it there.
Yeah, I'd say they need to. You know, that's the big thing about this. But
if it went to penalties, is like, who does it benefit? And I know that everybody would immediately say Monaghan, but could it be a case that Armagh have more experience taking the penalty shootout in Croke Park?
But then again, do Armagh have the mindset to go to a penalty shootout? They haven't proved it the last 2 times.
The way the game has been going, Matthew, if nobody gets a goal in extra time, it's going to penalties, in my opinion. If someone gets a goal, they'll win. But if nobody gets a goal, it's going to penalties. Because the way the game has been, it's literally been tit for tat. It's literally been like, you score, we score. You score, we score. Nobody's gone 2 points ahead at any point of the game.
True. So yeah.
I don't see any reason why extra time would be different. Why all of a sudden one of them would pull clear.
Yeah, very, very true. Sure.
We're back now at the analysis. Okay, so I'm interested to see this. What are they going to talk about here now? Okay, so she's gone straight to Aaron Cannon.
Interesting.
He seems like a lovely bloke. I can't lie. He seems like a genuinely lovely bloke.
Yeah, he does, to be fair, I have to say. But yeah, actually 10 points for play from Monaghan compared to Armagh's 5. You look at that and think, do Monaghan deserve it more?
Based off that, yes.
Yeah.
And being completely honest, if that is the case that Aidan Forker gets to stay on while Sean Jones has to stay off for a few minutes in extra time, that's, to me, is wrong.
Yeah, it is wrong. And if you want fairness...
And that is a massive if something happened there with McManus. We'll see that, hopefully now they'll show it in the replay here.
I don't know, will they?
Okay, so they're talking about McGeaney, why McGeaney wasn't happy at the end. Okay. Turba gets the hit from Gary Mohan there.
Yeah. They're going to the free first. And
it wasn't a free. McGeaney, McGeaney needs to, I don't care. McGeaney needs to cop on there.
Yeah.
Hitting Stephen O'Hanlon on the shoulder. Like, what are you doing? You're supposed to be, I get that you're a captain. I get that you're a leader. But, like, you're the manager now. You're supposed to be more disciplined than your players.
And the thing is, it translated onto the pitch from the manager as well.
Yeah.
And you see the amount of Armagh are exciting team to watch about that. I love them for that. But you have to admit, Seamus, they're in so many brawls recently.
Yeah.
And that's probably the reason why they get involved in scuffles like that. And if Aidan Farker did that, it's pure stupidity. But
well, they haven't. I don't think they've shown it.
No. Interesting. Should better do something and then I'll get back to you there.
All right, no problem. Okay, guys, so if you're watching, we're looking at the Sean Jones black card here. There's no way that's a black card. There's just no way that's a black card. Sean Jones has literally looked so confused as to why that's... And when you look at some of the tackles that have been completely let go without a black card, how that's a black card is beyond me. Even Stephen Campbell, they're talking about how Stephen Campbell bought it there. I honestly think Stephen Campbell didn't even think that was a black card. So Campbell's running. He cuts inside on the right. Sean Jones literally goes to snatch the ball with his right hand. There's no way that's a black card. Absolutely no way that's a black card. He has 6 more minutes that he has to wait before he can come back on in extra time. But guys, anybody watching, if anybody has any comments on the game, what they're expecting from the extra time period, will we be going to penalties? Matthew Hurley will be back with us in just a minute as well. Give us something to talk about. Give us a good debate. But yeah, I'm honestly buzzing for this extra time now because the teams have been level, neck and neck throughout the entire game. There's nothing to suggest that that won't continue, that it won't be score for score. The only thing that could be a game changer is if Forker gets a red card and if someone gets a goal. They're the only two things that are going to really change the game, in my opinion. Even if someone got a red card, it would be the type of thing where the team would just set up more defensively and hang on then for penalties. But I think we could very well be in for penalties, which is something that makes this all the more fun and all the more exciting. But I'll be very, very interested to see if anything is done actually about the incident at the end. But my personal reaction as well is McGeeney coming on and going over to the ref. Okay, he's frustrated, but then to hit the Monaghan fella's shoulder. Come on, like you're supposed to lead by example. And yeah, I just like don't get me wrong, I have so much respect for him. And genuinely, he's like my favorite centre half back of all time. But he needs to be careful getting involved and stuff like that. Like he can't be going on and shouldering people like that are playing. Like the Waterford physio got banned for going on and shouldering Grode Hegarty in the hurling. So that's the type of thing there that you just need to be careful doing that type of thing. And they haven't talked about the incident at the end with Forker and McManus. So be interested. The only way we're going to know is when they actually restart the game, whether or not anyone actually will get sent off for that. I would be surprised. Because I feel like the ref would have handled it there and then, unless maybe the linesman saw it and said it to him going down the tunnel. Because I was saying to Matthew there, we had an incident, I think it was in 2012, where Martin Penrose, a Tyrone footballer, hit somebody at halftime as they were going off the field. And then before the second half resumed, the referee called him over and sent him off. So could be something similar happening there. But guys, to give you a recap basically on the game, it was literally just a tale of back and forth, score for score. Neither side went more than a point ahead at any stage. Conor McManus brought in the second half for Monaghan. He led the way for them. Armagh, Aidan Forker in particular led the way for them. I thought some big scores from him. Rory Grugan hand passed over when they really had a goal chance. Conor Turbot had another goal chance, well saved by Rory Beggan. Monaghan had a goal chance as well. Micheál Bannigan flashed it across the goal. There have been moments where both teams could have pushed on and won this game. So I think they'll both be feeling annoyed in the dressing rooms right now that they haven't closed the game out earlier on. They're talking about McGeeney's mindset and the Armagh team's mindset going in down the tunnel at the end. And you're talking about how last year they snatched it from the jaws of defeat to send it to extra time. This time, they're in a position where it nearly was the opposite way, where they had the game right there to potentially win it. They didn't take their chances, and Monaghan now have them in extra time. This is it, though. This is it. When you're talking about come of the hour, come of the man, Conor McManus, Carl O'Connell, Desi Ward, Darren Hughes, Rory Began, these guys that have done it, Brian Wiley, these guys that have done it for years for Monaghan. Now they have an absolutely golden opportunity in this extra time period to push on and to potentially make another All-Ireland semi-final, the first All-Ireland semi-final since 2018. So, guys, the teams are back out on the field there now. Monaghan back out on the field. Armagh coming back onto the field now. Be interested. I wonder which dressing room would have been more intense. Because Armagh felt like they had the game there for the taking. Kieran McGeeney as well. Very, very wound up as well at the end of the game, obviously. Vinny Corey, I'd be interested to see what his mindset would have been like at the end of that game. Because genuinely, when Ethan Rafferty got that hand pass and broke the line, I thought Armagh were in. But when they had laid it off the turbot, Gary Mohan, perfectly timed shoulder, knocks him down. Armagh failed to get any score from that attack. And when the throw ball goes up, McManus wins the break. So now, will anything happen about the incident at the end of the game between Aidan Forker and Conor McManus? I don't think so. The referee hasn't made any moves to tell me that he's going to do that. But yeah, Matthew, to recap you, the referee hasn't made any move towards Aidan Forker, so I don't think anything be done about that.
Yeah, a bit of a shocking move there. Sorry I had to leave there. I had to breathe the clothes.
No,
I'm the only person home today, so had to do the jobs, feed mates and stuff like that. So
it's all good, don't worry.
But extra time is here now. Delighted, and yeah, got my biscuits just to keep me. I was a bit hungry.
7-Up.
Yeah, may as well. Not sure should I be on the beer because long day now tomorrow. So
I don't know. My first instinct was that something happened there at the end of the game. They showed the Sean Jones black card as well. Just no way that's a black card. Just absolutely no way that's a black card.
What did they say in the studio, actually? Did they say it was a black?
It just said they were just like, no way, it's a black card.
Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah.
So Sean Jones is in the sin bin for another 6 minutes. So Armagh need to make those 6 minutes count. We're back underway in extra time. Armagh 12 points, Monaghan 12 points. Extra time underway at Croke Park. I wonder, is Jamar Hall back in?
I think he is.
Reno O'Neill now. Oh, Armagh in. Over the bar.
There we go.
Over the bar by Ross McQuillan. So if Jamar Hall is back in, it's not for Ross McQuillan.
Yeah. Or maybe he's not back in. I'm not sure.
I wonder, do you think there'd be any disciplinary action taken against Kieran McGeeney? Like, he went on and shouldered one of the players. Like, you can't do that. Like,
no, you can't. Seriously,
the Waterford coach got sent off when he shouldered Gerard Hegarty.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's the thing that we're talking about, is it's consistency. That's the issue. It's never really the rules. It's the consistency of the implementation of the rules.
Yeah. And look at Davy Fitz against Tip with Jason Ford a few years ago. That was another instance. He went onto the pitch and showed literally what McGeeney did there.
Shouldered him. You can't do that. Like, on top of that as well, I'm not trying to sound bad. It's bad management. You're losing your cool. How can you expect your players to keep their cool?
Yeah, exactly. And this is probably why Armagh are involved in so many brawls. Like,
yeah.
Like that.
Conor McManus on the ball here now. The other thing as well is that I would be interested in is if McManus was stood on? Why was he not showing, here's where I got stood on? Look, here's the stud marks. Da, da, da.
But would he have to take off his shooting?
What?
McManus?
No, he got stood on his chest, like.
All right.
He was on the ground, like, and Forker was standing over him. And then out of nowhere, Ryan Wiley ran in and shoved Forker off McManus. And then McManus is getting up and he's holding his ribs like that. So that's why I was like, McManus wouldn't hold his ribs unless something happened. So I'll be interested to watch that back.
And that's the beauty with GAO. You can actually go back and watch it. Unlike the RT player where you have to go through ads.
Yeah. I actually might do that at the end of the game.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that, so.
You could do that, yeah. And it's instantly right there. It's like a YouTube video, literally.
Yeah.
So that's it. What I think GAO, and I'll go back to this point, GAO is very handy.
Oh, yeah, it is. So Monaghan are holding on to the ball now, trying to run out the clock until Sean Jones comes back in. Rory begging.
I don't know, it doesn't look like 65,000 today, Seamus, at the game. It looks less.
It does look less to me, to be honest. Maybe a lot of Tyrone fans have left.
Maybe. And a lot of Kerry.
Oh, no, definitely. They didn't want to stick around to get slagged by both teams.
And Kerry just wanted to miss the traffic. You know, they can't afford to, miss trains to minute or anything like that. So I wouldn't blame them actually if they left, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to stay in the Crow Park Hotel. The Crow Park Hotel, I can imagine, is a load of money to stay in. It's like all of. Armagh and
Andrew Murnan powering forward now for Armagh. Grugan on the right. Nope. That's a big missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Because if you push 2 points ahead here, it could be crucial. Number 22 is in for Armagh. It's Barry McCambridge. And he's replaced Aidan Forker.
Wow.
Interesting. Maybe Forker's just out of gas. Oh, yeah, he is. He's broke. Oh, yeah, he looks like he's in serious pain.
Yeah. Cramp, it's a.
Yeah.
Could be.
Nasty cramped up.
Well, I was going to say, actually, Rory Grugan's shot there. That's only Armagh's third wide across.
Yeah, they have been efficient. They've been very efficient with their shooting. Kieran Duffy. Stephen O'Hanlon. Chance to run at Armagh now. What? And intercepted by Rian O'Neill, playing in the full back line.
Even extra time, he is the man.
Yeah. To Stephen Campbell. Goes straight at Monaghan. Chance here. Shane McPartland. Big chance to put Armagh 2 ahead and he missed it. That's 2 big chances now for Armagh to move 2 clear and they've missed both of them.
Yeah.
That's just fatigue, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Definitely. I think Monaghan have had only... Have Monaghan had any shot in this extra time? I've looked down.
Armagh haven't had a shot.
Monaghan.
No, I'm sorry. Monaghan, sorry. They haven't had a shot.
They haven't. No.
I'm getting fatigue as well.
We all are. We may as well go to bed. But
back-to-back live streams.
Yeah. Jeez, I'd say we'll hit the sack after this.
Oh, big time. Rory begging. Ryan Wiley on the ball now. He's been brilliant today, actually, Ryan Wiley. Fantastic performance. Laid back to Kieran Hughes.
Sean Jones is going to come back on, Seamus. You said 6 minutes.
Here we go.
And Armagh only scored 1 point out of 3 shots during that time period.
There you go. And Armagh had the chance to push further ahead.
Yeah.
I think this, honestly, man, I think this has penalties written all over it.
Yeah.
That'd be.
Yeah.
Rory begging. Kieran Hughes thought about it on the left, cuts inside. Kieran Hughes gets it back onto his left hand, passes it off instead. Still no shot coming in from Monaghan. Killian Lavelle here. Carl O'Connell, one of those incisive runs, lays it off. Fell. That was more of a black card for me than Sean Jones's one.
Yeah.
From Barry McCambridge. Look at this. Let's watch the replay here. Bang.
Oh, he's king.
He literally grabs him like that. I mean, if Sean Jones's one is a black card. Never, of course not. Like it. I'd love to know the thought process of why he thought. Like that's the other thing as well. Is, do you know the way that in American sports, the ref has to come out with a microphone and explain why he gave the free?
Yeah.
Can you imagine that in the GA?
Yeah.
Can you imagine the 2010 Leinster final if the ref had to come out and say, "Well, you see there, he tried to kick the ball, so that's why I gave the go." Sean Jones is back in.
Sean Jones is back
have
in.
this free to level it up, and it will be Conor McManus who chips it over, and they are level.
Wow.
Armagh 13 points, Monaghan 13 points. So at the end of the period where Armagh had one man more on the pitch than Monaghan, it finishes with they both got 1 point each in that period. That could be the period where Armagh look back on and think that's where they blew it.
Yeah, definitely.
Kieran Duffy picks up the loose ball for Monaghan here.
And again, they've done this constantly. Like, remember the first game we were saying Tyrone did it in the first half. They were good on Clifford, but in the second half they faded. Monaghan have done it the whole game long. Interception after interception. Ryan Wiley's been superb. Conor Boyle at centre back. Killy Lavelle when he was on the pitch. Carl O'Connell's been very good. Kieran Duffy's been excellent. Monaghan, they've done themselves proud today, I have to say.
Big time. Is it 10 minutes or 15?
It's 10.
It's 10. So we are approaching the last 30 seconds of extra time then.
And just in case
the first half, yeah.
Just in case you didn't know, Kieran Hughes actually came on for Desi Ward. Or did you know that? So
no, I didn't know that.
I seen on the Scorpio anyway, so just double checked.
Very good. Rory begging on the ball now for Monaghan. They're just going to play this out. It's going to be half-time and extra time. Like, honestly, lads, what are you doing? Go for it. Literally, there's 1 minute and added time left. If you get turned over, the ref is going to call for half-time and extra time.
I think they're playing for penalties.
What are you doing? Like, you literally... What are you doing? Okay, go for it. Because if you get turned over, the ref will call half-time. There you go. There you go.
Here we go.
Shot away. Wide. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Monaghan have hit 10 wides in the game. That's the bit that they'll look back on if they don't get through this.
Yep, 28 shots to 21 in favour of Monaghan. They are just not taking their opportunities. Defensively, they've been superb, but attack-wise, there's... Oh! No.
That looked a bit dodgy.
Yeah.
Half-time, surely. Ref not calling it. See, this is my problem with the timekeeping system as well. The ref can literally just decide who wins.
Oh, look at the ball!
Blow it up, ref. Half-time.
Jesus. Look at this again. What happened there?
They both ran into each other, I think, but...
It's half time, yeah, the ref's blown up. Yeah, it is half time.
Okay, so
So,
half time and extra time. What to expect from these next 10 minutes?
penalties. That's all I
I
can
think
say.
I think it's gonna go to penalties.
Yeah.
I
It could be
mean,
up.
that would be a fun experience on a live stream watching the penalty shootout.
An orange on the hill. What
What?
do these fans bring? I thought the fan had an orange, showing an orange at the camera. She was on the hill. And I'm like, what's this? Did the camera?
I think Aaron did Aaron stay on the hill for this game?
I'm not sure. He
Mm.
definitely went for Tyrone and Kerry, but he said he'd leave for this game. Oh, you
Yeah.
think he wished he'd stayed now?
You'd be better off swapping the games around.
Yeah, like us, to be honest.
McGeaney looks like he's ready to run through a brick wall.
Yeah,
He would have been one intimidating fella to play against in his day. So he still is now. But he does need to calm down. Like, I know, I get being fired up and everything, but the mindset he's in now, I can see him running on and shouldering someone else.
yeah. Jordan, the penalty shootout, possibly.
Yeah, and the last thing Armagh want if they get through this is McGeaney to not be able to be on the sideline during the semi-final.
Yeah, and it could happen.
And he could already have done that by running on and shouldering Stephen O'Hanlon. Now he won't because they just won't bother.
Exactly, yeah. But no, it's a tough business as they go out for the second half now. So
here we go. This is going to be a very interesting next 15, 20 minutes, guys.
Yeah.
Will we have penalties? I imagine so. Did you hear that?
Conor McCarthy's going off. Or not?
Conor McCarthy and Conor Boyle both aren't on the pitch right now.
Big.
Let's see the substitutes. 26 is in. 26 for Monaghan. Don't know if it's there.
26, I've got it. Colm Lennon.
Colm Lennon. We are back underway here, guys, for the second half of extra time. Charlie O'Burns has also run out of steam. That's a huge loss for Armagh. You wonder, will anybody come back on to take a penalty? You imagine?
You imagine McManus will step up and take one.
Yeah.
Shane Carey, I think, is pretty good on penalties.
Stephen O'Hanlon.
Stephen O'Hanlon, yeah. Rory Began, maybe?
Maybe. It'd be interesting to see if Rian O'Neill takes the first one again for Armagh. He took the first one against Derry and missed.
Yeah.
Sean but Jones now for Monaghan.
You don't want to be the fifth penalty taker and be the hero, if you know what I mean, because you won't.
No, I'd rather be the second. If I could pick a number in the penalty shootout, I'd pick number 2.
Yeah. You see it so many times, like in G, and you see it in soccer most times as well. Like I remember Ronaldo did it one year, and it was Neymar,
left himself and that was number 5, yeah, and he didn't even get to take a penalty.
No, that was
Micheál Bannigan. What? Oh, he's completely burned. Shot is wide though.
Oh.
He's going Hawkeye, that's wide. There's no way that's over, man. Like, fair enough, use the technology if you're not sure, but there's no way that's over. Could be made to eat my words here in a minute, but Bannigan doesn't look like he completely roasted the Armagh defender there.
Yeah.
Waiting for the technology. What's going on?
Hawkeye doing a mess up again.
No way, because I swear to
No
God.
information available. I could see it, Seamus. No information available.
Oh, here we go.
404 error. Oh no. There we go.
Data unavailable.
Yeah, I seen it. I knew it. Oh wow.
How does this happen?
In big moments, like.
Now, that shot looked wide my first time seeing it, but how Matthew in a quarter final is Hawkeye just not available?
Oh, it's baffling. It really is baffling. Like when you consider it's happened with. Oh wait, has it gone over?
I didn't think it did.
Oh, I don't know. But it happened in Dublin and Galway in the hurling too. This has happened before this year, and it's happened again. Oh my!
How has this happened again? Like Aaron was talking about it, and he was saying, like, is Hawkeye just like basically like an employee that just calls in sick for work? Like, he just, I'm not coming in today.
Nah, to
Like,
hell with this.
but that's it. Like, is Hawkeye literally an employee that's like, yeah, boss, I'm feeling a bit sick. I'm not going to come in today. And then just pieces out in the middle of an All Ireland quarter final during extra time. Imagine if Armagh win this now.
Yeah. This time,
Mental.
man, would feel like they're absolutely robbed.
Yeah.
You know? Carl O'Connell's going off injured now.
Carl O'Connell's gone off injured. I think it's just like he's ran into a brick wall, like cramp, I'd say, and everything. Jack McCarron is back in. Whoa. That shot from Bannigan. That, my first instinct was that it looked wide.
But looking at the replay, like there's a case.
Jack McCarron's just come back in. His first shot is wide.
That's definitely wide. Oh!
Rafferty was brave there. Doing a little pirouette, letting the ball go wide. Only 2 points scored in extra time. Yeah, like nothing scored in this half extra time. 5 minutes left, plus whatever added time. So probably about 6 minutes left. They'll add on about 1 minute, I'd say. Maybe 2, actually, for the Hawkeye stoppage.
Reno Neal's been talking to here. Along with a Monaghan player, but no, nothing doing.
Rafferty. Good catch by Shane McPartlin.
Crucial.
Cluiche, yeah. If one team is going to win it here, who do you think wins it?
I think Monaghan deserve it. I think it'll be Armagh.
I think Armagh. I think if somebody wins, it'll be Armagh. But I really wanted to go to penalties now. And be honest, like, and you can talk about, penalty shootouts, etc. But in this moment right now, you'd love a good penalty shootout.
Here's Eaton Rafferty. What an interception. What an interception. Oh, it's wide.
Andrew Murnan did so well to keep that in play.
Who intercepted that? Jack McCarron. Yeah. What an interception that was. Didn't matter, but still, it was a brilliant interception. And Monaghan have been doing it all day long.
Yeah.
Like more turnovers, more shots.
It is. In my opinion, they're saying, is it next score wins? I'm saying, yeah, in my opinion, it is.
Yeah.
I
I'm
hate the
totally.
passing it around though, and don't get me wrong, like I'm a Dublin pioneered this passing the ball around back and forth and waiting for your moments, but it can really take the sting and excitement out of the game. Oh, Ryan Wiley.
There we go.
Whoop.
Course.
3 out for Armagh. 3 out.
Wow.
You already know as well, like we haven't looked at any social media now over the last 5 minutes. You already know that when we go onto Instagram, every page is going to be that clip of the data unavailable.
That photo, yeah.
That photo is going to be
so as well.
GA.
No, it's a joke. It is a joke.
I'd love to know how much they're paying for it as well. Like,
yeah. I feel if Monaghan did get that legitimate point, if it was a legitimate point, I feel so bad for him in this game. Sean Jones black card, they've had more possession and everything like that, and then for that to happen as well in extra time. I mean, I'd be sick if I was a Monaghan fan at the moment.
Stephen O'Hanlon is completely cramped up. Yeah, O'Hanlon's gone.
O'Hanlon's gone. I think Carl O'Connell's come back on. I think
it is just, isn't it? It's sticking plasters over axe wounds at this stage. Foul. Tell you what, edge of the seat stuff now. Minute and a half left of normal time, or of extra time's normal time. Added time. In the second half of extra time will be added on. Armagh attacking now. Ross McQuillan got the first point of extra time. The only point that Armagh have got in this extra time period.
The only point from play?
The only point from play in the extra time, correct. Aaron McKay. Rian O'Neill. He's around the area where he would have scored that last minute free against Galway. Stephen Campbell looks promising. Stephen Campbell up in the air. Wide. Big miss. He's completely cramped up now after it. That was Armagh's chance to win the game, I think.
That's 4 wides in extra time for Armagh. That's more than normal time.
And away he came around as well. Campbell on one of his trademark runs. Wrapped the right leg around it. I thought he was going to get it. He's completely cramped up now as well.
Yeah. No, I think they're playing for penalties now.
Yeah, 30 seconds left. He must be thinking, how? Correct me if I'm wrong, right? I know there was a penalty shootout in the Tailteann Cup. I know there was a penalty shootout in the Munster Championship. I can't remember exactly what year. I think Armagh have been involved in 3 penalty shootouts, and there's only ever been 7.
Yeah, I think it is. 3 penalty.
Yeah, they're bringing on Oisin Kanati. I think they're bringing him on to take a penalty, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a very good soccer player. Reported down. There you go.
Oh, Stephen Campbell's gone.
He's taking a penalty. No doubt about it. Yeah. 3 minutes of added time. Maybe it won't be penalties. We'll see. Rory begging with the kick out now from Monaghan.
A lot of people on social media are actually saying that this hasn't been a good game and extra time was the last thing they wanted. I'm enjoying this, Seamus.
I'm enjoying it as well. Rafferty pushed up.
Oh my God. Oh, what a win. No, it's a free.
But Armagh, literally, the second that Monaghan got that free. Oh, that is controversial. I don't know if that's a free, but then again, sure, Monaghan had a few decisions go against them as well.
Yeah, it evens itself out as the game goes on.
Nagini's over there getting ready to shoulder people. I think the commentator just said Monaghan have never won a straight knockout game at this stage.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
Yeah, because 2018 was the Super 8s.
It was, yeah. It was. And Galway was
mental.
Yeah. It is, yeah. I remember that Super 8 campaign. They beat Kildare, but they beat Galway, and they drew with Kerry when they should have won that game.
David Clifford got that last minute goal. Oh,
yeah.
Armagh turned it over.
Oh, wow. Here we go.
Shane McPartland. Oh, here we go. This is it. Now, this has to be it for Armagh. They score here or it's penalties.
Oh, Monaghan. No.
They have an overlap. This is it. I think they're going to score here. It has the feeling. Justin Kieran. Oh.
Oh, here
maybe
we go.
The wrong pass. They shouldn't have done that. Ethan Rafferty. Reno O'Neill. Here we go. Got it. What a score by Reno O'Neill. That's it. Armagh going into the semi-finals.
Wow.
And Monaghan pulled themselves back from that. Reno O'Neill has just landed an absolute cracking score. Foul on Carl O'Connell. Look at this, like, literally lying on top of him.
That is a black card. That is a black card.
He won't give it, though. It's so frustrating. Like, literally, I'd say if you're from Monaghan, it's even more frustrating. When you think that Sean Jones got a black card, what a point this was by Reno O'Neill.
It was, yeah.
Just iconic. He is an iconic player. Do you know what, though? This is Rory Beggan territory.
Oh, but he's missed one already, Seamus. I know
he has, but, like, no, McCarron, you're not going to kick it out of your hands from there. Beggan has it in the locker to score from here. He did it against Dublin. Now, the question is, does he have it in the locker when his legs are probably cramped up to high heaven after playing all this time? McCarron doesn't have it in the locker to kick it over from here. I've been like 90% sure about that. Out of the hands. No way.
This is typical now.
Let Beggan have a crack at it, honestly.
Seamus, I think Andrew Morland's fake it. Just a waste time.
Of course he is. There's nothing wrong with him. And that's why this is frustrating on the timekeeping.
Beggan is over it. This is it.
No, but this is the tactic. This is to, like, let the moment build up on Beggan so he can feel every inch of pressure.
You know what? I went into this game neutral, Seamus, but as the game has gone on, I actually wanted Armagh or Monaghan to win it. It's a yellow card for Colm Lennon.
And not a card for the 3 Armagh lads that jumped on the Monaghan fella.
Makes no sense. No sense.
Okay. But Armagh have been fantastic as well.
They have been, yeah. But you'd feel so bad for Monaghan in this.
If he's injured, just get him off the field.
Just get him.
It's gas, isn't it? Like that every year this will happen in the most important moments of the most important games. And yet they don't just introduce the countdown clock. If we had the countdown clock here, the clock would just stop and this time wasting would have no impact on the game.
Yeah, it won't.
It's begging or nothing. Beggan has it in the locker to land it from here. There's no doubt about it.
If he gets this, Seamus, it's a kick. No matter about Sean O'Shea's kick. If Beggan gets this, this is a kick for the ages.
Yeah.
I don't care. It is. But I don't think he'll get it. I really don't think he'll get it. What's he doing?
What?
Is it a free in?
Free in.
Free in. Free in.
This is going to be very interesting now. Conor McMahon is fouled by Rory Grugan. He used all of his experience there.
Who would you put over this?
McManus for me. McManus for me. But on top of that, like, and I don't mean this in a bad way. Every single team would want to waste time if a team was 1 point behind. Every single team would want to do it.
McManus, yeah. I got a fright there.
Every single team would want to do it. If I was on the pitch, I would want to do it. It's just the problem that it's left there to
Here
be
we
taken
go,
advantage of. But
please.
Monaghan have leveled the game.
They've done it.
Conor McManus, come of the hour, come of the man, and we are going to penalties. Again,
Deserved.
Armagh are going to penalties. This is awesome now at this stage.
James, absolutely deserved result for Monaghan there. Absolutely deserved. And fair play for getting that, and an easy result.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Full time after extra time. Armagh 14, Monaghan 14. They've been neck and neck, and pretty much extra time went exactly how we predicted it would go. As in, again, it was score for score.
Yeah. And that's how it ended, like Reno O'Neill scoring that. And it's just like it's brilliant in a way that Reno O'Neill got that point for Armagh, Conor McManus got that point for Monaghan. Two players that have been so influential for both sides, in fairness. But I think Seamus, after the shenanigans that went on with Armagh, the Hawkeye incident, I think it's justice. I think it's a deserved result. I think it's a draw, fair result. And yeah, I think if Reno O'Neill it was a brilliant kick and all that, but I don't think Armagh deserved to win the game. I really don't. And I'm delighted Conor McManus got the equalising score. And now we can go on to penalties and say whoever comes out and wins this deserves it.
Yeah. Again, though, Armagh in the penalty shootout. Like, what is it about Armagh getting penalty shootouts? Will it be third time lucky? What do you think?
I have a feeling Armagh will do it.
I think Armagh. I'm going to go Armagh.
Yeah. Geez, how much Corner must be...
Like, to think that Reno O'Neill kicked a point that good. Like, he boomed that over outside of the boot. And to have it still, Monaghan pulled it back. And just talk to me about Rory Beggan, because me and you had both accepted that it was Rory Beggan's kick. Like, obviously it worked out that it was the right decision, but it was a brave decision by Monaghan to try and work an attack there rather than just take the shot.
Yeah, it was a brave decision. Look, we thought Rory Beggan would take it on. I thought he'd miss, you thought he'd score. But they worked it in and they worked it to the best position. And I think ultimately, Seamus, they made the right decision. I don't know what you think, but
yeah, I think that was the right decision now. Obviously, that it paid off. It was clearly the right decision. But I think it's one of those things where McManus just used all the experience that he had. Guys, everyone watching, throw it in the comments. Who's winning this? We're going to penalties. Armagh or Monaghan? Whoever you think is going to win, tell us down below. I think first man up will be Reno O'Neill to take it. And first man up for Monaghan will be Conor McManus. This, again, a cracking finish to this game. A cracking finish. And we knew it. Like, there were parts of the game where there wasn't that much scores. So we have a couple of comments in here, people talking about the penalties. Come on, Monaghan. Now, anyone saying to show it, we had this whole thing with the Kerry throne. We literally can't, like, we're not allowed to show on this stream. But yeah. Armagh huddled up. They've been here before. James says Monaghan win this for a fact. Imagine Gavin says, imagine Monaghan winning on a penalty shootout. I was ahead of my time. You are absolutely right. Literally. No, James, to give you some credit for that, Gavin said right at the beginning of the penalty shootout, we were talking about Armagh's luck, and Gavin said, imagine Monaghan win on a penalty shootout again, how cruel that would be for Armagh to lose on penalties again. And we are now staring down a situation where that actually could be about to happen.
Exactly. And it's absolutely mad how it's transpired in the game now.
Which keeper would you rather have?
Rory Beggan, because he's used to it.
Yeah.
Ethan Raff didn't use the shot stopping. Even though he did save a penalty, as far as I remember, against Derry. I think he did anyway. So, you know,
I tell you, it doesn't... it's not for the faint-hearted, as they say.
No, not at all. Not at all. But it's intense. And I think we made the right decision to go live after that.
Oh, big time. Fear says, how does this all work for the semis? There's no draw if Armagh win. What's the gig with that?
I don't know.
I think he's referencing the not being able to play against former opponents. And then James apologizes to Gav, obviously about the penalty shootout thing. Yeah, I mean, we've ended up here. And of course we've ended up here. Penalty shootout, Armagh and Monaghan. It's going to be down in the Davin end goal. So is it of any significance, Matthew, that it's in the goal that Armagh lost to Galway on penalties?
Maybe so.
Maybe it's literally in the end that they lost here last time in the exact same round under the exact same circumstances. Extra time where they could have won and didn't.
Yeah, but that's the big thing. Would it be better for Armagh to go on the hill, or did they lose the top? Oh wow!
I tell you what, Matthew, this is some entertainment. You definitely made the right decision sticking on for this one. Aidan Forker is the man of the match, by the way.
Is he? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm seeing it now, yeah.
Huddled for up. Me, I mean, imagine the pressure you'd be feeling.
Yeah, in this to get to a quarter.
Who's feeling more pressure? Armagh, surely.
Armagh, probably, because they were favourites coming in.
You can't lose again.
Yeah. No, it's going to be absolutely mad, whatever happens here. It's a madman game, this one. And who would have thought this game would have been madder than the Kerry Tyrone game?
Did you know what? Not 100% surprised, because they're so hard to separate, these two. First man up is a Monaghan man. I'm going to walk you through this step by step. First man up. Rory Began is walking to the right side of the goal. Ethan Rafferty. Conor McManus is the first man up to take the penalty for Monaghan. What are you thinking, Matthew? Where's McManus going with this?
Looking at the
I think he's going bottom right. I think he's going to put it to Rafferty's left. That's what I'm saying. He's going to open up his body last minute and go to the other corner. You see, the advice always is for penalties is to pick your side and just hit it as hard as you can.
Yeah.
Right footers tend to go to the left when they're under pressure. Statistically, that is not that smart.
Here we go.
Got it. What a penalty, Conor McManus.
Oh, wow. Brilliant penalty.
Next up, Rian O'Neill. Instead of shown incredible bravery, because considering the fact that he missed the first one, Rian O'Neill, I think he's going hard to the bottom left. Got it. Rian O'Neill scores.
Yeah.
Stepped up there, didn't he?
He did, yeah. Super penalty.
But on Armagh. Favourites last year versus Galway, lost on pens. Made the Ulster final, lost on pens. They have to win this. Monaghan went in as underdogs. Less pressure, but still huge, without doubt. Next up for Monaghan, Jack McCarron. Left footer. I don't know. I have a weird feeling. I don't know why. I feel like he's going to miss. I feel like he's going to miss, man. I don't know why. I've got a sudden feeling that he's going to miss.
I just think like the way he's played the game too. I don't know.
It's just like he was off and he was on. The Armagh fans are behind the goal. McCarron scores. Oh, he shut me up. Fantastic penalty by Jack McCarron.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant penalty.
Oh, I'm nervous as hell. And I don't even have any skin in the game here.
It's almost like half and half, isn't it? Monaghan fans on the left and then the Armagh fans on the right of our screen. It's
big time.
See Grugan next? Or
Shane McPartland is up next for Armagh. Another left footer. What a penalty by Shane McPartlin. He took the net off the goal. And we are still going in Croke Park. 2 each.
No, this is mad. This is a mad game. Here come Monaghan again, and it's Kieran Hughes.
Kieran Hughes.
I have a feeling he'll miss, Seamus. I have this funny feeling that he's gonna.
Woo!
Gonna...
He squeezed it in past Ethan Rafferty. You guess right. That was very close. Oh, Callum Comiskey stepping up now for Armagh.
Big one, big decision. I've never seen him take a penalty.
Neither have I. Someone has to miss. That's the horrible thing about penalties. Someone has to miss. Callum Comiskey has his head down. Focused. Saved. Rory Beggan saves.
What a save. Wow. There's belief. There's belief in Monaghan now.
Oh my God. Who's taking the next penalty for Armagh? That's what I'd want to know. Like,
that is a decision that will bite them back at Armagh.
Up now, Micheál Bannigan.
Here we go.
Scores! Monaghan are on the brink. And now the next, am I right in saying the next man up for Armagh has to score?
Are you?
I think
you are. Yeah.
Oisin Connaughton, the guy who was brought in to take a penalty, like, make no mistake about it. He's plays football. Connaughton scores. Did his job.
Yeah.
4-3. And this is it now.
If Monaghan scored assist.
Monaghan score, they win. Like, would you be? How? Gary Mohan. He's had a fantastic game, Gary Mohan. He's played so well at both ends of the field. He's put in the work defensively. He's put in the work offensively. Now he has a chance to put Armagh into the semi-finals and win their first ever quarter-final game in a direct knockout match, not including Super 8s. Steps back. Gary Mohan saved. Rafferty.
Whoa.
Has just saved Armagh potentially, but they're not there yet. The next man up for Armagh has to score.
This is unreal. This is unreal, Seamus.
Oh. The drama. Like, I told you, Armagh are just box office. Monaghan are just box office. Putting them two together. You know we are going to end up in a situation like this. Rory Grugan.
You would think he'd score, Seamus.
I would think he would. Rory Grugan on the left boot. Scores. We are level.
Wow.
And now, sudden death.
You can see the expression in his face there.
Such a calm penalty to send Rory Beggan the wrong way under all of that pressure. Fair play. Conor McManus is going again. Yeah,
it goes in roundabouts. There's no 6 penalty taker. It sticks to the 5 penalty takers.
Oh wow.
So it's McManus and then it's Reno O'Neill again.
Okay, so round 2. Conor McManus against Ethan Rafferty. McManus went to the top left corner as we would look at it last time. Where will he go this time? Top right. What a penalty by Conor McManus.
Oh!
What a penalty. He has 2 penalties with all that pressure on him. He puts one of them in the top left and he puts the other one in the top right. Take a bow, Conor McManus.
Incredible.
Rian O'Neill for Armagh. And what happens if he misses?
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Rian O'Neill scores. And
Seventh.
we carry on. It just goes on. Sent Rory begging the wrong way. It just goes on. Jack McCarron. He scored the last one. And the crazy thing is, somebody has to miss the penalty. Rafferty saved Armagh from going out of the championship. Can he make another save to potentially put them into the semi-final? No, not this time. McCarron scores.
Straight down the middle. Brilliant.
Calm.
How are these players so calm in this situation, Seamus?
Very calm. I literally am freaked watching them take these penalties. Shane McPartland buried his penalty last time. He has to do the same now. Because if he doesn't, Armagh are out of Championship 2023 on penalties for the second year in a row. Shane McPartland against Rory Began scores just about. And again, we carry on. I mean, Matthew, is it possible to have more evenly matched teams?
Mayo Dublin tomorrow?
Potentially, yeah. I will be there front and centre to see this. Kieran Hughes steps up, and when I say Kieran Hughes squeezed his penalty in past Ethan Rafferty last time.
No room to mess up this time. No
Can he do
room.
it? Oh, he hits it in off the post.
Oh!
So
Kieran Hughes is definitely like a cat. Kieran Hughes is like a cat. 9 lives, man. 9 lives. Wow. Is this Connaughty again?
Oisin Connaughty scored.
Wow. Wow, wow.
Scores again.
It goes on.
It goes on. How do these players just step up and tuck it away? Because I'd imagine there'd be way more of a psychological battle if you're taking it again against the goalkeeper again.
Yeah. Micheál Bannigan, is it? Yeah.
Micheál Bannigan.
I'm not even a fan of these two sides, Seamus, and I'm absolutely no. This is
down the middle.
Oh, what a penalty!
7.
They keep going.
It just goes on.
Oh, and Rafferty got a hand in it. How close can he get?
Rory Grugan kept his cool the first time. The second time, scores.
This is incredible.
We go again. Conor McManus and Rian O'Neill are going to have to take their third penalty against the goalkeepers.
Oh, man.
Oh, no, Gary Mohan's up. So Grugan wasn't the last one.
No.
Mohan
it's 10.
missed.
We have to get to 10.
Mohan missed. He scores this one. Wasn't the best penalty, I can't lie.
No, it wasn't.
Was not the best penalty, but they all count.
As close as you can to Rafferty, but
he's completely cramped up as well. Gary Mohan's completely cramped up.
Can you change penalty takers in this?
No, so basically Callum Cumiskey didn't take the 5th one the first time round. He is taking the 5th one this time round.
And he missed the last time. This is huge.
Callum Cumiskey.
Oh, wow.
To keep Armagh in the championship. How's your nerve?
Here we go.
Saved!
Monaghan there.
Saved!
Wow. Oh, my God. They've done it again. They've lost it again.
They've lost on penalties again.
This is insane. You know what? Fair play to Monaghan. Fair play to them. Defensively, they were well organised today. But Armagh, third time again. They must be feeling sick. Them Armagh players.
Kappa says I did it. Oh my God.
This is insane.
How has this happened to them again?
I don't know. This is.
I'm actually a bit in disbelief just at the drama there.
It's it's a hard one to take for Armagh.
Oh,
Yeah,
heartbreaking for Armagh. Matthew, post-match reaction. What's the first thought?
What can I say about that? It's incredible. Incredible penalty shootout. We definitely got drama in this game.
Oh, yeah.
What a game. Yeah, what a game. What a game. And this is coincidentally during the week, a lot of people didn't talk about this game. They were talking about the other three. But this game has, oh my God, it was an incredible penalty shootout. Callum Comiskey, I feel terrible for the lad. Two misses in one shootout. I feel awful for him. But
says, get in.
I will say it again, Seamus. A defender taking penalties in a penalty shootout who never took them before, probably in an intense situation.
The other thing is he slotted away the first one, and somebody has to miss.
But he missed twice. That's the thing. He missed twice.
That's the thing, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, my personal take on that, just wow, fantastic drama, fantastic entertainment. The game itself during normal time was a very tight, very cagey affair, but when it got to the last 10 minutes, the drama there was incredible.
It was, yeah.
I mean, we're seeing the Monaghan team now lined up, pumping each other up, but I mean, wow, what a game. Guys, there will be a full review of all of the matches that me and Matthew have watched here. So Kerry Tyrone, Armagh Monaghan, will be at the Dublin Mayo and Derry Cork games tomorrow. So guys, make sure you check out the content which is coming on my channel here on Cluiche and on Matthew's channel, the Gaelic Statsman. Make sure you check out the content because there will be a hell of a lot of it coming. But yeah, thanks so much to Matthew for coming on. Thank you so much to everyone who watched the live stream, left a comment, left a like. Really helps us out. And until the next one, guys, until the next crazy game, take care.